Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Five, motherfucker. Get live, motherfucker. Who shot you? Shut the weight the weak from straight Proctor. Skin two Scotch beef and squash these streets. Once again, this song, nigga. Bring the drummer to your lawn, nigga. Bye-bye. You ready to come on, sister? It's see what you got here. It's a full-blown twister.
Some nice cap.
Hot air. It's not fair. The reason why we leave the pack. It's a marathon. Start off fast and then we easing in the back. Oh, yeah, that's a good product. That nigga Rose, no. Till this top. This is a very solid.
Wow.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like,
He touched on many of
right.
alcoholic beverages. And
right. You feel that top. You feel that top.
Nice
That's a nice.
like,
yeah. Gotta wait.
I don't know any science behind it, but it feel like
some
that
shit.
motherfucker.
right. You got like a core or something in that motherfucker. Like that's a heavy ass lit bitty top. Like, damn. Like I feel like you uncork some shit right there.
Yeah. Even that Three Amigos top is big, but it's light as hell.
It's light as
man.
fuck. This hoe is dense.
Solid.
Like I feel like if I hit you with this,
Why?
you can hit a nigga with this and hurt him for
Ooh,
real.
get stuck in your ear.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that bitch does. Yeah. I'd be tempted to put that on the scale just to see what that hoe weighs. that bitch got a little, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's
Smooth 3.5.
yeah. Nah, that's way more than that. It got it. It feel like 3 ounces.
3-4.
It feel like 3 ounces.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing numbers.
Let me see. I gotta
Not
see.
making any.
Luckily, I have a sugar scale in here.
Of course.
Never know when you gotta weigh up some sugar.
Or any kind of flour, or any kind of fucking products in the kitchen.
Trying to get my salt right. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it's not an ounce, but it is right at an ounce, 23 grams.
Wow.
And just with some comparison.
To the other one?
Yeah, let's do that just for some comparison. I'll do a Three Amigos top.
Well, shit, we'll just do everybody's. We'll see.
Well, it says the Three Amigos top weighs more.
What?
Yeah, it says that's 25 grams. Well, let me reset it to make sure. Because this feels like nothing. Yeah, that says 25 grams. Yeah, that's only 23 grams. That's 27 grams. So this is
What?
actually the heaviest out of all of them. But this feels the heaviest out of all of them. And it's the lightest. That's crazy.
So with that, we'll go with the like density, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just being so
Yep, centered. Yep. That's the only thing I could think of because this sucker feel like you could get some money back for this cork.
Yeah,
Like
for real, for real.
you
Like,
collected enough of them and turned them in, they give you back
So
some.
back in my time, we had got this.
Yeah.
Got this drink that got this top.
Yeah, you
super
collect
heavy.
them hoes. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Turn
'Cause,
them
well, you know,
bitches
some
around.
people do collect like corks from wine and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, no telling that people do the same, and maybe that's why, you know, it was done like that. Cause I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it make me want to buy some.
Well, that's a thing where you would want to probably lose the top because just want to keep the bottom from a collector's item. You do my shot. Oh damn, he already drunk his. He said,
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon. That's the base.
No, it got like a sweet flavor to it, kind of like at the end.
Vanilla. Well, shout out to Ricky Rose.
Yeah, man. From what I done heard from the album so far, it's fire.
You know, I had waited to hear that one, just to wanted to let it drop, and then not to see what these fools is talking about, and then we go from there.
Yeah, man. From what I heard so far, he got a song with Future and Wale. That one was cool until Future came on. You know what I'm saying? He got a song with Jasmine Sullivan and 21 Savage.
Yeah, I mean,
that video
at this
pretty
point,
dope.
I think it's time for people to admit that, like, Future, he kind of living off of 56 nuts. Like, he ain't been there. Like, Future's name, when you say Future's name, that's what you think about March Madness. He ain't been in that bag in so long, like.
Yeah.
So long, you know what I mean?
That
like,
one shit with him and Pusha T and Pharrell, that young nigga moved that dope. What was that shit called?
No, he got some songs. He hit.
That shit
Don't get me
was
wrong,
hard.
he hit every now and again. But I'm saying just even like the content, like just what I'm making that so 100,000 on the debt, like the way he was cool. Tell them niggas start act, shoot a nigga, let him move in the field, nigga go let him have. Like he it's like he be just on there be like, put a bitch in a blender. I got the hoe in the Sprinter. 1,000 pounds on me. Young nigga know that I'm winning. Like, alright. Just like, cool. Same with the Migos, I think it's time to admit, they living off of Bad and Bougie. Which at this point gotta be like, what, 5-6 years old?
Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, they not dropping some new shit. That's what make Drake so impressive. That's what make Rose so impressive. Like, these niggas is making new bangers. Like,
Yeah, I think I heard about a good 5 or 6 songs. I think Benny on there.
No, he got to be on there. Knew that was gonna come because I heard him on that Burden of Proof. Rose usually gonna trade them verses. A nigga smart like that.
Yep.
A nigga hop on your shit just to tie you to one. Come back around. Yo, got this album coming out.
Yep. You hot now.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? He hop on your
Got
shit.
this album coming out.
Got this album coming out. You remember that thing? The thing I had did for you? You remember that? It's time to go ahead and go get your verses out. It's that time.
He got a song with Blast. He got a lot of features on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good album, man. I'm fucking with it off the first listen. I think I got a couple more songs to go. Typical Ross. This is the I got a cognac instead of a whiskey. So it was supposed to be a whiskey, strawberry whiskey sour. But it's using cognac.
Yeah, Mask Off. That shit was off of that shit was in 2007 when he dropped. 2017 when he dropped Mask Off.
Yeah.
Like Mask Off. Fuck it, man. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying it like he whack. I'm just saying like, you know what I'm saying? He get to live off of a lot of this shit he done did. And I respect it. I ain't saying, he not in that realm, or he don't deserve that because he did make them tracks. But you know, I don't really expect no good particular verses or nothing like that off of his shit just because you know he ain't been at that point in a minute. Like, you know, 2022 about to be it about to be 5 years on that song. And then so don't even get me started on songs like shit and shit like that. I look at that shit, I couldn't believe that shit was 10 years old actually. A lot of them songs, them shit's 10 years old. Yep. Shit happened a decade ago. It seemed like it did. Yeah, he dropped them shit like a decade ago. Even like Young Nigga Move That Door, that probably was 2015 type of shit. Like, right. It don't seem like it, but yeah. Gotta drop the strawberries in there.
I'm gonna top it off at the end over the ice.
Oh, I got you. What's that?
A strawberry cognac sour.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a whiskey sour, but I got a cognac instead. I had to get the bottle.
So, cause yeah, I haven't seen that bottle. I don't blame you. If I seen it, I would have had to get it too. Cause
Right, that's what I'm saying. That motherfucker looks sexy.
Yeah.
I look down here, it's like,
but I haven't seen that bottle. But
what's
yeah,
that?
no. See, Rick Ross understands stuff like that. Like he understands the aesthetics, like the social media component of
the fucking top.
Yeah,
the top tells you a lot.
Like he understands the social media component of it. Like, where it's like, yeah, this shit gotta be something the nigga wanna get on the screen and
yeah, definitely in the story with that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Nigga wanna got the Villion, nigga. Got the what is it? Villain?
Yeah.
Villain? Is it villain? Is it just villain? I feel like it's got like a something I'm missing. A balloon. Yeah. Damn, that nigga mulling from the jump. I feel like he should put more in there to mull that. He want his shit to be mush.
Trying to see if I can get
a puree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, at that point you might well throw it in the blender. They're gonna make you a cognac smoothie.
I was thinking about doing that one day.
That seemed like trouble.
Big trouble.
Big
trouble.
Big trouble.
But it also does sound pretty fun. Fascinating. What an adventure that you could go on with that. Just saying. It's real entertaining when you watch somebody talk in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks away, you know. Bible right, make them go insane.
You got the duty jump off.
Oh, you starting from the. It's looking like yours ain't gonna mix like his. Yours gonna be way more fruity. Way more fruity. I fuck with it. But yeah, no. Rose dropped the album too, didn't
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about.
Right.
What?
Was that on the mic? I don't know.
Yeah, we was talking about
Okay.
the 5 or 6 songs and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we got turned on by the
Yeah.
by the bottle.
Just making a show. Just making sure. You know. Reminding the people, because, you know, about time that, you know, they put some respect on that name. What?
I saw the drink all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Voila.
I was like, oh.
Had to get them right, you feel me?
So, what rule are we gonna put in play for these drinks?
You ain't gonna catch me in the gym.
Do they get put on back burner? Do they get
Yeah,
reserved?
they on back order.
There's a shipping problem right now.
Album name is Richer Than I Ever Been.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that Rose was bullied into changing his album cover.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's the one I seen the other day.
Yeah. They bullied him into changing his album cover.
What was wrong with the original one?
Remember they were saying he looked like the Queen of England?
What?
You don't remember? Let me see. Let me see if I can find that bitch. Richer Than I Ever Been.
Didn't he have like white and gold on or something?
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This one right here.
Looks like a shot of that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I respect it because, you know, he a businessman. I'm pretty sure he don't give two motherfucks. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, that nigga doing his thing, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck like that. It's like, shit, y'all don't like that album cover? Cool. I'll make another. Like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the original album cover, and I really loved that one. Really loved that one because he was stunting in this. Niggas don't even know what's going on.
Niggas can't wear gloves?
Nah, well,
What's the big deal?
they say he look like the Queen of England. You know niggas ain't got no class, no taste, man.
He got the fedora on.
Bro, but with the, do you see the, man, I'm saying, the shit he got on right there, you talking about, he probably got on
Royalty type
$500,000.
shit.
Yeah, like, that ring, like, you could tell from the, like, that's probably a handmade gold ring type of shit. Like, with the, gotta be a ruby sapphire, like, cause if that's a diamond, then it's, that diamond is astronomical.
And that's it? That's it?
Yeah, then you just shake it. The top is right here.
You ain't gonna have enough drink.
Got some water down there.
Hmm?
Got some water in there.
Nah, I ain't gonna be. That shit gonna pull up by right there.
No, I'm saying I got water in there.
Yeah, you gonna need some.
The
more.
ice.
You gonna see.
Nothing too crazy, just a little something to wet the whistle. What I'm talking about?
You know what I mean?
I don't want no. Nothing too crazy. It's crazy out there.
You know what I mean? But
I can't believe niggas was hating on that nigga.
Niggas
Bro. I ain't
was
even
hating.
seen that shit.
hey, yeah, bro. You might have. I mean, depending on when you looked at it, you might not even notice that it happened. But I be actually. I follow Rick Ross and shit, so I seen it happen. Like, what the fuck? Like, yep, got him to change the album cover. It's probably from the same shoot. He just picked a different picture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Switch it out for me real quick.
Yeah, like it wasn't nothing to do. Wasn't like it was released, you know, just some new album art. So he told you where we gonna come to.
Niggas out here hating on that
Yeah.
nigga, man.
I thought that album cover was fire because that was a staple. I mean, that was a statement piece. That's a staple. Like, if I know he probably kept that picture and put it up
Yeah.
somewhere, like, type of shit. Like, I know he did. Like,
And that ain't like regular pink on the hat either.
no,
nigga.
that's
That's
mauve.
like,
That's mauve for sure. And then that's a hell of a, like I said, that's a hell of a ring that he got on. I'm pretty sure like that was like one of them. Like he probably did, I don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say he don't own it, but that looked like more one of those pieces that they, you know, you get from like how Beyonce took a picture in that the Tiffany diamond.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
you gotta be somebody just to be able to access that, but
Right.
you don't
Right.
actually.
what was that, Ocean's 11, where they had the chick and she had
Yeah.
the word of necklace
Mhm.
and fucking,
Right. That type of
she
shit.
the only person that,
Right. You know what I mean? That type of shit. Like, I'm pretty sure that's an estate piece. You know what I mean? It's like, you know.
It's Rick Ross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll let him rock it.
Right. Type of shit.
Oh, he probably got it that. Ain't no telling with that nigga, man.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to count that nigga bankroll. It really is. Because that nigga, I mean, because like if you was going by the album sales type of shit, you'd be like, huh? But then again, that nigga label deal crazy. You know, been crazy. Like, you know, he MMG was signed. Rick Ross ain't signed the shit. But MMG, you know, and he not, you know, he always was independent technically. Like, but major independent. Like, way before, you know what I mean? First album he came out with Jay-Z on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he been at the top. Like, he was a rookie at the top. He was Derrick Rose type of shit. But you know,
And he didn't get injured.
and he didn't get injured. Shout out to Derrick Rose, by the way. You know, still doing his thing. You know, one of the saddest careers.
That nigga still balling.
No. One of the, not like that. Like, I mean, niggas forget, man.
Yeah.
I be having to tell the story because niggas be forgetting. Like, LeBron was
Him
losing.
and Westbrook was supposed to have like mad matchups, bro. Like to where they just like.
Well, not even. No, I can't even say. LeBron was losing to that nigga.
Yeah. But I'm just
People
saying
forget, like,
they play the
I'm
same
saying
position.
LeBron career as we know it might not have been LeBron career as we know it had that nigga not got hurt like that. Like, LeBron wasn't even losing them finals. I mean, he wasn't even winning in them series. When Derrick Rose got hurt, they was losing. They had lost every game against them that year. Like, it wasn't like he couldn't beat that nigga. Him and D-Wade could not beat that nigga. When it was
like 2004 or 5.
6, something like that. When Jalen, I mean, when Jakeem Noah, all them was on that team.
That was like 2013, 2012ish, yeah.
Yeah, it was that young. It was that recent. I can't remember. Probably was because Derrick Rose only like 32 now.
Not sure.
Probably was because he only like 32 now. So yeah, like 2011. Yeah, 2011. That was his MVP year. 2011. But yeah, like yeah, that nigga was not Bron was not winning those matchups. He was. I mean, I ain't saying he was sucking, but he wasn't winning.
Shit, Paul George was giving him a run for his money when
Right.
he was in Indiana.
Yeah, before he got hurt like how he did.
Yep.
Yeah, that injury will fucking nigga motherfucking psyche up. Cause when D Rose came back, that was his whole thing. Whenever that he was after he blew that first MCL and he blew that other one, when he came back, he could play. It just shit, he was scared. And they wouldn't do all that shit no more. I want to jump up there. Fuck that. I know what come with that.
Right.
Fuck a dunk. I'm trying to lay that bitch up off the glass. I don't even want to get close to the rim. Like,
Finger roll.
right, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lay that bitch up off the backboard. I want it to get an angle. I don't even.
It's floaters from here
Right,
on
you
out,
feel me? I
nigga.
don't even want no contact. Like, shit, you start coming at me, I'm passing. Type of shit. Like, rush toward me, pass. Spin. Oh, that was on LeBron and them. That was saying, like, that nigga was different. Different. Like, that shit got spooky. When that nigga used to come out. Like, spooky. Quick. LeBron, no. He go, you know.
That nigga was like MVP like his second or third season.
That's
nigga.
what I'm saying.
Like,
He was the youngest MVP of all time to this day. And he probably gonna be the youngest MVP ever. Cause yeah, he was the MVP at 21. At 21 years old, most niggas like, cause it's hard to do that because there's so many niggas in the league. You 21,
Politics,
right? You
all
know what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to be 21 and an MVP. Cause you gotta think, you 21. These niggas that's in the league like Paul, like how you saying Paul George. These niggas this season, they average, they perennial all-stars. They average 30, 27, 25. They average this on average. For you to be the MVP, like even like it's like okay, you get Rookie of the Year maybe, or you get Most Improved Player,
Yeah.
right? But you're not getting MVP, like
6 man of the year.
right?
or
You know what I'm
some shit.
saying? Yeah, you're not because like that's reserved for our cornerstones of the league. Like these niggas been doing it year in and year out, carrying their teams. And, but that's the type of impact that young nigga had. Like Oh no, he definitely the MVP. That's what I'm saying. For him to be the MVP, the only way he could do that, you beating out LeBron. Yeah, he had to. That means they was looking at his team and look at LeBron's team and say, that nigga is more important than LeBron is.
That's wild.
Right. Think about what I'm saying here. $1 billion Bron.
That nigga would have.
Right, bro. That nigga would have, bro.
His
That
shoes
nigga,
would have been.
bro. That nigga was on a path to being a basketball god. Cause he was doing that was at 21. Jordan ain't get this shit at 21. Mm-hmm. Bron ain't get this shit at 21. And he came out, he started straight out of high school. At 21, he was doing his thing, but he was losing. He was on Cleveland. He was killing, but he wasn't. Chauncey Billups and them niggas was beating his ass. Rip Hamilton and pulling up mid-range on his bitch ass. Like, Shee Wallace putting him down in the post and shit. Like, he was doing his thing. Dirk was putting him in the blender. Like, yeah. That nigga was a man. Don't get me started. I go all day about that shit. You know, that shit, that was tragic, boy. All day I think, because I be thinking about, when I hear that hoe, I just think about that J. Cole song that he never released. That Kenny Lofton. And it breaks my heart. You never heard that Kenny Lofton? Probably not, because he didn't release it. It was off of that one of them, remember he had that 2-part series where he had dropped like some tracks, but he never released this that as an album. This shit right there that oh no, I know most niggas ain't never heard it. Like that song just sound like the soundtrack to that nigga career to me. What that nigga say? I seen it all at this young age. Only thing left to do is die and hit front page. That's damn sure how they did Derrick Rose. They only care about a nigga when he dunking the ball.
That nigga getting more PT than Kemba Walker.
Yeah, but you remember when he scored 50 and he had to cry? Cause niggas that's how it was for that nigga, bro. They only care about a nigga when you dunking the ball, bro. They forgot, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you say Derrick Rose, it's like niggas know. They don't even tell that nigga story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you would never know. If you was a young nigga that just started watching basketball, you would never know who Derrick Rose. Like, you know what I mean? That nigga career is like a myth. You know what I mean? It's like Adidas dropped him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember they used to make the commercials? Like, on the comeback, what happened to the commercials? What happened to the D Roses? Right. Now he rocking KDs. Like, yeah. Yeah. Well, last time you seen a D Rose commercial? Right. They just forgot about that nigga. It's like he ain't never made them no bread. Nothing. They just forgot about that nigga.
That nigga was packing the arena.
Bro.
Everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody just forgot about that nigga. Just fuck him. Just move on. They just. They gave it whole heart and soul to this shit. They just forgot about the nigga next week.
Brandon Roy.
Right. Brandon Roy. They just forget about him. That's what I'm saying. He a MILF. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because you gotta, for you to find out who Brandon Roy is, you gotta watch a DVD about Kobe Bryant telling you who his hardest play was to play against. That's the only way you hear about that nigga. You ask Kobe, out of all the niggas I played, who was his toughest opponent, and he tell you, Brandon Roy. And you
That
gotta
nigga
go,
was a
who
beast,
the fuck is
nigga.
Brandon Roy? You think that nigga talking about somebody from a high school game or some shit? Right.
That nigga played in the 70s.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
nigga. That
Right,
nigga.
nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how, like, Brandon Roy. Who the fuck is Brandon Roy? You ever heard that name? No, I know. Who the fuck is Brandon Roy?
Oh.
He lost all the cartilage in his knees. He couldn't play no more. Doctor said nah.
He made a couple comebacks.
Yeah, he
but
tried, but he's just
When did he play?
Early 2000s?
like,
Who
it wasn't
played-
early.
what team
Early, it
was
was like
he on?
05.
Like mids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid 2000.
07 type
What
shit.
team was he on?
Trailblazers.
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 Yeah.
Interesting.
Used to come out here and fuck Dirk up, nigga.
On a nightly, that nigga had no holes in his game. None. Dribbles, pull-ups, threes, step backs, whatever you want, I can get to you. You know what I'm saying? Kobe. This is who Kobe says.
Right.
Kobe Bean Bryant. Ask him, he say, Brandon Roy. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I always look at that shit just with a tragedy. I feel like Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always look at that shit just like a tragedy, how they be doing these niggas. Like I say, if you a young nigga, you see Derrick Rose play, you might think it cool. Cause you ain't dang.
He a nice little role player.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna never talk about him. You think he played like that his whole life? You think you just said you think that's how he got in the NBA? You think so? You think so? Cause they ain't never they don't talk about it. It's like but every now and again you might hear somebody like Marv Albert go from the one time MVP. You go, he was MVP? You go back and look that nigga stats up. We'll look up his highlight reel like, yo, whose mans was this?
Right.
Nigga was Thanos. What the fuck? That nigga was Thanos, bro. That nigga came in that bitch and just immediately started wreaking hell. Immediately. Like, you know how they be like, oh, is it gonna translate the NBA? Immediately.
I'm gonna shoot the three.
Right.
If you stop the three, I'm gonna dunk on you.
Immediately. Just immediately hey man, you're not fast like
Crossover.
you're not fast enough like on some Naruto shit where that nigga came through that bitch. Like Madara Chiha. When he come through. Yeah, like that. Immediately wreaking havoc. Hell. Just on them niggas' soul, boy. Was on them niggas' soul. I'm telling you, boy. LeBron would not be LeBron. Not saying he wouldn't have them stats or whatever. He wouldn't have them championships. I know that. Because they wasn't even winning then. They could not beat them niggas. If you go look up Dead Row Bulls records, bro, I think it's like 11-1 type of shit. They didn't start losing until that nigga tore his ACL. That's when the Bulls started being the Bulls again.
Damn.
Before that, them niggas was gods. Like them niggas had like Tip. Remember that shit? Tip had like what 60-19 type of shit. Like that's what they normal record, like 60-19 and shit.
Damn.
I know Tibbs hated. He a coach somewhere else.
In New
You
York.
get coach of the year, right? That's when you get coach of the year and shit. Like Tibbs, yeah, 60-15, 59 and
Did he get
20.
coach of the year last year?
59-20, 62 in 17 type of shit. That's what them niggas was doing. Like it was scary. It was scary. That nigga say, J. Cole say, I seen it all at this young age. Only thing left to do is die and hit front page. Shit, I knock on wood and pray God forgives. These niggas be talking shit and these bitches be popping shit. Bitch. I'm Pac on the mic in his prime. They only care about a nigga when he writing a rhyme. It's like I'm whipped to stilt. I'm fucking them all. They only care about a nigga when he dunking the ball. And it breaks my heart. And they were just crying, boy. Nigga scored 50, he think he won a championship. I already know why that nigga was crying. He's like, you niggas forgot about me. Y'all dead ass forgot about me. Like I died or something. Like, like that nigga was like, did I die? I just got hurt. Did I die? They talking nigga in the interview like, man, y'all niggas don't even want to talk to me, man. I asked go 50 for you niggas to ask me a question. Only reason they wouldn't even put me in. For real, they wouldn't put him in. It had got spooky. That nigga was finna retire at 30. He wasn't even getting in. Cause I was saying all that shit happened. He was 21, so like he was up on his woes. They were treating him like some old ass nigga at 26. Yeah, they were treating it like he couldn't even get in when he was 26, 27, 28. They wouldn't even. They waving him, kicking him off the team. He got to go accept the veteran minimum over here, sit on the bench, and that nigga so deep down in that bitch, he don't even look when the coach look down. He know he ain't getting in. He looking around, looking at people. Shit be crazy how, and I say all of that shit just because you know that shit be analogy just to the real world. Like that shit fucked up, boy. Nigga forget what you done for him faster than you did it.
Yeah. Heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. What have you done for me lately, boy? Right. Niggas don't give a fuck about you. Real fucked up. Real fucked up. But niggas don't give a fuck about you. That's your family, your friends, your whoever's. Yeah. Niggas are, man. What are your girl? What you done for me lately? Bitch, I bought you this house that you argued with me in. But you missed Valentine's Day, though. What, bitch? Break up with you and won't keep the house.
In January.
Right, like you didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. This motherfucker house.
Nigga, we just got furniture for this bitch. We got
$400,000. Right. No, yeah, I know I'm talking about a nigga life right now. I know I am.
We got the new washer and dryer.
You feel me? And you up in there arguing with your girl because you didn't get her what she wanted for Valentine's.
The living room shit fit in the last spot, but it don't fit in this one. So we got.
You hear me? $5,000-$6,000 on couches. Bitch say you ain't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. That shit crazy. Ain't it, Jay? Man, what she order? Fish fillet. Your whip so cold. This whole thing. They don't care, bro.
Fish fillet. That shit funny.
They don't care, bro.
Fucking fish fillet. That shit remind me of that nigga Yonder where he's talking about like taking chicks out. And like they go to a seafood spot and the chick order like chicken strips. He be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Cheeseburger, like.
So we go to a fancy restaurant for you to order the normal shit. Like, you have to be there at least once.
When that nigga said fish fillet, I was like, oh. What she order? Fish fillet.
Damn, sense.
Like, nigga, what the fuck?
What's wrong with a good fish fillet?
I mean,
nigga,
it's cool, but I mean, if you go to like a seafood spot, like I'm pretty sure you're not going for the fish fillet.
You better not.
What if I get a tilapia?
Slappy for getting a tilapia. Slappy for it to be even on the menu. That shouldn't even be on the menu. That should be nowhere existing on the menu. Just keep that shit off to the side.
Yeah.
That's for that other restaurant down the street.
All I know, if a motherfucker actually appreciates this shit, most of this shit, like so many relationships get ruined off of that shit, bro. It's crazy. Like, and I'm not just talking about like romantic relationships. I'm talking about friendships. Niggas be clocking a nigga moves. Like, it's a tragic motherfucking setup out here. Like, really, really tragic. To me, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Cause
That's
I know
crazy.
I could think of so many times, motherfucker, what have you done for me lately, the motherfucker. Like, I done had to stop talking to people, just peeping your energy, like, cause it be like that. And I'm more the type, like, I ain't say I live in the past, but I appreciate what a nigga did, even if a nigga ain't done it. You know what I mean? Like, or done nothing, cause it's like, a nigga don't gotta do nothing. Like,
Right. That's what people forget.
shit, go back to Derrick Rose and shit. Like, you know how many times that nigga accepted less money on a contract so they could build a bigger. You see what I'm saying?
We gonna get you in here at this amount so we can grab this
Right.
dude
You
too.
see what I'm saying? And as soon as he get hurt, you kick his whole contract, trade the nigga off, and same shit happened to Isaiah Thomas. And we talking about going back to the NBA. That nigga played on the day his sister died. Real life game. Played his heart out.
Balled like a motherfucker.
Played his heart out. Got hurt. The nigga can't even, bro. He ain't even in the league now. He's not even in the league.
Not in the non-Hall of Famer too, right?
Yeah,
Well,
of
shit,
course.
that nigga like 29.
No, not
30.
not that Isaiah Thomas. You thinking about old Isaiah Thomas?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm
No,
talking
no.
about Isaiah Thomas. Where he got the same treatment, but Isaiah Thomas, like the
This is a
younger,
recent
one,
person?
yeah, like he's not. He playing over there in China or something.
Oh, okay. I had no
And
idea.
I'm saying this nigga was averaging like 30 in like the playoffs. Like y'all saying he can't even play in the league now. He not even good enough to be on your bench.
That was a playoff game, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He came to the playoffs. Sister died. They don't even care. Like
I think that next season he was gone.
next season,
Damn.
they traded him next season.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, Cavaliers. Deal with the Cavaliers. Trade them Cavs for
Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Damn.
And then it was LeBron. He played with LeBron. LeBron didn't like him. They kicked him somewhere else. I think it was Detroit. After that, they waved his ass. That nigga ain't even in the league.
I think he played for the Pelicans last year for like 20 games
And
or some shit.
he was the Celtics savior. So you think about the progression. It's over a 2-year span.
Yeah. He was there at
He
the
go from
beginning of like
savior-
Jason Tatum and
Right.
fucking
When they was
what's the nigga with the
young
box?
niggas. Who?
The nigga with the box, number 7.
D.
Some
Yeah, D. What is it? D.
that nigga.
D. Taylor, I think.
Jason Tatum and fucking what's the other nigga?
Yeah, it's D. His first name D. I know that.
Jalen something.
Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And then, but you remember they had Green too. He had the box.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
did have
yeah.
Green. That nigga used to dunk his ass off.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like
then he
that
started
shit be-
shooting threes. Bro, him and J.R. Smith, my nigga, dunks galore the first couple seasons. Then after that, nothing but threes. I was like,
Shit be
nigga, what the
crazy.
fuck?
Niggas don't care about nothing the motherfucker do. If you ain't doing it right now, it's like you ain't never did, man. Shit tragic, man. Niggas need to get some motherfucking reality checks on the real world. Like anything a nigga, I appreciate everything a nigga ever done for me. I'm damn near. I be thinking about that shit. I call my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? My high school teacher who co-signed on my first car. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking about that shit. That shit was about 8, 9, 10 years ago. I still think about that shit like it was just like that nigga really signed off on a motherfucking car for me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that nigga ain't have to do that at all. Like, and I couldn't even felt fucked up about it.
Right.
That nigga ain't have to do that shit at all. Like, that nigga would have, his life would have been just the same. Like, it would have been nothing I could say about this shit. It's just, is what it is type of shit. But shit be tragic, man. That's the type of world we living in. That's the type of world we living in. Like, tragedy. Real tragedies out here.
Pretty much.
But niggas ain't gonna listen. Niggas gonna still do it. And like I said, that's why you seeing so many motherfucking relationships fail. Cause motherfucker get on Instagram, she seeing a nigga, he bought his bitch 36 dozen roses. Then she looking back at her nigga like, I don't even want to be here no more.
Why she watching the new TV? Laying
Right,
on the
you
new
see what I'm
couch,
saying? Right, sitting, watching on
eating
the new
good
TV
ass food out the refrigerator
in this
fucking-
big ass house that he done bought for y'all.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh,
Like, you not romantic enough for me. You not romantic enough for me.
I'll see you in a couple of hours. I'm gonna go to the room. Like, what are you talking about right
The
now?
romance,
You talking crazy.
the romance don't be there. And I'm not making this shit up. And I know it ain't the accurate number because, you know, it's more to it, but it's the quickest way to get a divorce. But 80% of the divorce files is by women. And they say it's due to financial reasons. Now, that's the quickest way to get a divorce.
Yep.
So it be whatever it be.
Yep.
I'm assuming some of it's probably irreconcilable differences and shit like that. But you're not finna convince me that out of 100% of you motherfuckers that got a marriage, 80% of the time it go one way and it ain't nothing to that. Like, all the niggas just fell off. All the niggas just stopped. All of them. You know what I mean? It's, you thought marriage was gonna be this. It wasn't that. Now you like.
Right. You had a standard that you thought some imaginative.
Like I said, this nigga probably be done went down there broke trying to just get the ring.
Yep.
Cause you know it's supposed to be 3 times your salary.
According to who? That's just crazy to me when people give me those numbers.
I'm just saying that's
I'll be like, what?
That's the understood unquote. I mean, unwritten,
Yeah. The
unwritten law.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean?
Behind it.
That's the
But-
standard. You know, it's supposed to be at least 3 times your salary. So that's what niggas be shooting for. Niggas be going broke with this shit. Niggas is
Pulling
niggas
out
is up
loans
here.
for it.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Nigga be paying on these bitches for 3 and 4 years into the marriage.
Yup.
Matter of fact, nigga be paying on the ring. They getting a divorce. That nigga ain't even finished paying for the ring yet.
Yup. And she keeping that hoe too. Ain't gonna turn around and just flip that bitch one way, still make bread off of it, regardless. And you just
They
like,
ain't.
damn.
This nigga ain't even got done paying for the ring, and she already over the whole marriage.
Yep.
That happens all the fucking time.
And probably had somebody set up on the side ready.
Oh, no doubt.
Had it on standby. Had the sidekick
No
just
doubt.
on the side pocket,
Man,
just
look,
ready,
I
just
talked to
cocked and
some-
loaded.
I've talked to some chicks.
Just
I've talked
ain't
to
nothing.
some chicks just yesterday on Spaces, bro. You know, I be running a lot of Spaces and shit on Twitter. And they were talking about how, you know, they was talking to this one nigga. Then they put him on pause because they had gotten a relationship. And then I guess the relationship ain't work out. And so that nigga back on the menu. But see, women always be comparing, you know, niggas what they do with what they do. And I've been saying this for the longest. Motherfucker be confirming shit all the time. And I've been saying this for the longest. Like, it just ain't the same. Niggas be talking to chicks because I got to. Only way I can even keep myself in the door is if I'm actively talking. It's like, oh, you was texting that bitch every day. And you ain't got to text this nigga. You ain't got to text this nigga for 2 years. Straight. One day you just hit this nigga like, what you doing?
Should I get something to eat? I'll be on my way over.
Right.
What?
That easy.
What?
So I don't understand why they be comparing that type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But,
Damn,
yeah, it was just the sheer fact. The point I was
hilarious.
saying is, it was just the sheer fact that I thought of the process where it's like, you know, you just put this nigga on pause. Like, you put him on pause. So, you already went into it like, hold on. Let me see what this about. Don't go nowhere though.
Right.
Just trying to see what this is about.
Right.
Oh, that wasn't that. What you doing?
Right. And sometimes that'd be multiple times. That ain't
Yeah.
just, you know what I'm saying, boom. Oh, two niggas in.
What you doing?
Nah, what you doing?
What you doing?
Right.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, what?
Easy.
What?
Easy money.
Bullshit.
Be like,
Easy money.
these men out here ain't shit. You be like, what?
Easy.
What? Okay.
Easy.
But
And it's nothing. And it's nothing. But let them tell
each
it.
his own, man.
I'm just saying that should be.
This should be wild. I don't understand it. I try not to because
This is
go
a
crazy trying to understand
constant reality. A constant reality. Like the fuck. Yeah. And then you had the same thing with the friendships, like I say, and all of that. But yeah, it's always what have you done for me lately?
It's a big game when it comes to the relationship shit and standards and how much that individual's engulfed with the norm of society. That's where it kind of, previous podcasts when you talk about the tricking, that's part of what people get engulfed with, right? Because your favorite rapper or whoever is talking about that.
That's what I'm saying.
So then
it's the peer
I want to
pressure.
be what everybody's talking about. I'm watching this reality show. So and so's fighting. I ain't fought with my man like that. You know what? I'm gonna pick a fight. What the fuck did you just say? You wanted to pick a fight? Why are you trying to start some shit? Like,
look,
like what are you talking about right now?
You want to
They
be
don't-
like the love and hip hoppers.
Right, and it's
Throwing
like,
drinks on niggas.
right, this ain't fucking Atlanta's Housewives and shit. Like, that shit is, that's not what we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that shit in check. That's entertainment. That's not real life. You know what I'm saying? But people portray those images to where it's like, I want to be this, I want to be that. I want to be a Will and Jada. I want to be the Carters and da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, who are you?
Relationship goals.
You know what I'm saying? But what are you though? They know who they are. Who are you though? And what do you do in the relationship to make it your relationship?
They want
you know what I'm saying?
They won't.
Don't be like, it's good for inspiration. It's good for achievement and to build that appearance, because you still don't know what goes on behind that household. Right. You don't know who talks to whoever, however. You don't know how often they see each other. You don't know any of these things that play the factor. You just know the appearance and the facade of what's put out to you. So,
but that's all the motherfucker care about. Like,
okay, well then that becomes an issue.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta realize we're in a society now where, like, a lot of that shit, people be talking about shit like that, but a lot of this shit came from like different standards of what was promoted. Like before, what people always talking about, like, oh, I want that. What happened to your grandmother and your granddaddy love and this, that, and the third? And it's like, okay, well, the difference was they had situations where it wasn't no right way, wrong way to do this shit, right? It wasn't no, you stupid, or this, that, and the third. It wasn't no, this nigga not doing this or what. That's when they started doing shit like that. Like, they started making it where motherfuckers thought like that. Like, that was on purpose. Like, that's when we go to talking about the marriage and love and, oh, he don't love you if he ain't buying you no diamonds. Now it's, if you don't adore her, if you don't Dior her,
Right. But see, that's where you start finding out. You start talking to those grandparents, and you start talking to those people, and you find out different stories that people are releasing amongst the family, and you find out that the image that you were sold on when you were younger was nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like what it really is. And you find out granddaddy had this on the side. You found out that mama had this at da-da-da-da. You found out that mama is not mama, mama is sister. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And all these other things. So when people are trying to build a relationship off of that shit and you find the root of it, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because that was just as grimy. The only thing that's different now is just out in the world. It's publicized all the time. Before it was, what was the usual term amongst keep it within the family, right? And that still goes on to this day.
Oh, it's definitely
but
still
that
going.
really held true back in those times where people didn't have social media, right? And there was a lot of things going on. So when you try to build a foundation of a family, what are you really building it off of? Are you building it off of fakes and lies? You know, it goes back to the same scenario of like, you know, telling the kids, you know, whatever holidays and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But people, I think, just lose track, and the media and entertainment do a great, fantastic job on keeping people engulfed in what's not really valuable to themselves at time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's harmful. It can be harmful due to the person that's ingesting what is being fed to them. If you can decipher, okay, well, ha 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 ha, okay, now I know when I go here, this is what I really have to do. This is how I have to, when we talked earlier, you got to put on sometimes that appearance of what Johnny Law thinks of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you come into a courtroom and you got fucking a white tee, long, tall white tee.
Out of there.
You know what I'm saying? With some baggy jeans and some fucking, you know, whatever the fuck shoes on.
Show you what he think he.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna fucking make an example of the situation.
He gonna
You know
show
what
you
I'm
what he
saying?
think.
Right.
Go ahead and take him to the back right now.
Right.
We
right.
don't even gotta
Right.
go through this shit.
And so these are those life skills of, for some of us in the world would consider common sense. You know what I'm saying? Do from what you have learned in the entertainment.
Right.
Right? Because if you pay attention to it, it's like, okay, well, you can watch a gangster movie, you can watch Goodfellas, you can watch Casino, and watch all these Scarface, but at the end, what always happens? There's really no coming out of anything. You're going to be locked up or you're going to be dead. Tell me a fucking fairy tale where a gangster got away. And if it is, you don't know about it because it was that good.
I was gonna say, I know a bunch of fairy tales where gangsters got away, but I ain't gonna say it. Yeah.
So then that's what I'm saying. Those things that are
One
untold.
I will say, what we put his name? I gotta go look him up. He was back in the Nicky Barnes time, but he actually fucked around and told him he was bigger than Nicky Barnes. He was bigger than all of their asses, actually. The biggest one that they knew about, he actually got away. Like during the Nicky Barnes era, the Frank Lucases,
right.
Of that, he was doing it, and he got indicted. They could never catch him on shit, and then they had him in the courtroom one day, and one of the police officers trying to be cocky with him, tell him, tomorrow we gonna get your ass.
Thank you.
Right.
I mean,
He said, word.
That's all I need.
right.
They ain't never seen him again.
I'm gone.
They said from what they say, from what his homies say about him, because they did an interview, came back around, and these all old dudes now. They was
Right.
in their 50s, probably 60s.
Right.
They
Can't do
said,
done to him.
he went and got facial reconstructive surgery back in the 70s, 80s.
I was just watching some shit on somebody that did that same shit.
Back in the 70s.
They faked his death and fucking
So they don't know him. I'm trying to think of this nigga name. I'm finna see. I'm finna find his name. I want people to look him up.
Yeah, I was just watching some shit. A guy he was running like the most top of top, and it got to where eventually something ended up going wrong, and that's what he ended up doing. He ended up doing that, but there's at the end, no confirmed, but when you go look back and it's like, okay, well, you don't see nothing no more, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got movies like Face Off that was done, you know what I'm saying, in the early 90s that was previous to the situation, and then you think about, how, I don't want to say affordable, but obtainable that plastic surgery is now a days with people. You know what I'm saying? It may take some, maybe an average person a couple years to raise some money to do whatever they want to do, but it's still obtainable.
They gonna do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
That shit
where
gonna
it
get
first came
done.
out where it's like only the celebrities are doing this and that, like your average Joe Blow can, go do whatever the fuck they do. They got fucking people, do the, what's the fucking injections? The
Botox.
Yeah, that's fucking like clockwork now. Not speaking negative on that. I'm just saying I know a few people that fucking, dabble in that. And it's just like, oh, because I ask questions. I was like, well, what the fuck? Da-da-da. And how does da-da-da? And they're like, oh, I want this and da-da-da. And you go in every so da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a thing. Like, people that go in and fucking, people get the B12 shots.
Frank Matthews.
Frank Matthews. I may have heard that name
Frank
in something
Matthews.
like in transition. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
His name was Frank Matthews. They never caught his ass. Never caught his ass. They hit him on in '73. They caught his ass. They hit him on some shit. They was like, shit. Next day they told him, oh, yeah, we finna drop this big ass indictment on you. Nigga took him and his bitch, and them motherfuckers skated. And that nigga was, I'm talking about, they talking about stories about, they were telling them, like I said, they had the old niggas, like they clearly, they did something else with the money. Like, they good. You could tell, like, they was, how in these videos, they got the old nigga gold on and shit. Like, oh, these niggas ain't broke. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nice ass coat.
mm-hmm. But, old nigga style, so it's lit watch or something. It's all gold, the rings. It's like, nigga tell us, nigga say, yeah. Nigga say he had owed him some money. He owed him he was like $1 million or some shit like that. He's like, he had left it in the car with him or something. And he was like, I had been bothering this nigga for like weeks about this shit. He's like, Frank, you gonna come and get this money? He was like, nigga, if you broke, just keep it, nigga. And hung up. Like that's the type of money.
It's nothing.
That's the type of money he was making. Like, and this time we talking about in the 70s. Like, this nigga was God. Like, to niggas, cause they was saying he had like, he didn't have cities. He had whole shorelines and shit like sold up. Like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, it'd be like that. The whole thing.
Getting it in, nigga.
Yeah, like. Yeah. It's all here.
Super investments.
Right, like at Meach, they delivered all around,
I got niggas in every city.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Meach, they was big in Atlanta, big in Detroit, big in, he'd be big in Michigan.
Right. Right.
Like, the whole.
Right.
Michigan. Just Michigan. What city? No, Michigan.
Just a little, just a little bit here and there.
Like Raleigh? No, North Carolina. Like, what?
You were by states, like territories, whatever you want to call them.
It's not Las Vegas, Nevada. That's what he dealt.
That's my vacation spot.
Yeah, yeah, Nevada. That's where he dealt. He dealt Nevada, California.
That's my disposal.
Right. Not Rancho Cucamonga, not Diamond Bar. Being up there in San Jose, he's California. Just the whole thing, just that whole little elbow. I got it. that whole elbow. I got the whole elbow.
Y'all niggas need something?
Right.
Who you looking for?
I just need a zip code.
Yeah.
Just give me the zip code. I'm
What
good.
was you looking for? Who was you looking for?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That's how he was.
Oh, Vallejo.
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 They never. Yeah, they
No,
never.
nigga.
They never caught him. They never caught him. He was one. I mean, there's a bunch of them actually, but of course, the game is to be sold, not to be told. So I don't blame them niggas for never telling their story. They got away with it. Why would I tell you I got away with it? That's gonna lessen the chances of me
Getting away with it.
Right.
Here I am. Like,
Right.
Cause it might not be. You might
Vlad pull a nigga out of nowhere.
Vlad gonna shoot an interview with him, and it's gonna be all she wrote. Cause I'm saying you get to talking too much, you never know. Cause like, yeah, the drug case might statute of limitation, but they might have had you tied to a murder.
Ugh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you ain't even nobody. Now you telling nigga, oh yeah, I got away with it. Seen what happened to Rollo when he thought he got away with it. Free Rollo. You know, man, I was the biggest drug dealer in Atlanta at one point. Like on heroin, weed, feds was like, really? You hear this nigga? Who he think he is?
Top headline.
Right. Who he think he is? Starting, gonna find out. Damn, caught this nigga with $1 million worth of weed. And you probably could have got away with it. Like, before you told him,
Right.
hey,
Right.
you might want to look into me. I was the biggest drug dealer. So chances are there is a good chance that if I'm not still the biggest drug dealer in Atlanta, I'm definitely associated with some of the
Connected with-
biggest drug dealers
Right.
in Atlanta. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Big no.
You made the spot hot.
The block is hot. The block is hot.
They didn't even have it. You gave it to them.
That's wild.
They didn't even have it. You gave it to them.
Yep.
It wasn't even on their radar. They probably never heard of you.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers do shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
fucking,
because
it's
they
just
nigga your
like,
name. But, bro, and I know niggas that got away with it. Several times over. I know niggas that made $1 million more. $1 million or more. Off the shit. And they ain't never got arrested. Fuck indicted. They never got charged with nothing.
Right.
They name ain't never came up in nothing.
Right.
Cause they move like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no name, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of niggas that they get away with it. I ain't gonna let the feds just sit up. No, nigga, you niggas ain't winning like that. Yeah, they winning on the niggas they winning on. Yeah, they catching niggas, but that's what I always say for, like they say, for every nigga winning, Benny said for every nigga winning, there's 100 niggas still in the trenches. That's true. But for every nigga that get caught, it's a nigga that got away. That's true too. For example, BMF got hit, Meech, and BMF went down. The niggas he was supplying to, not so much. Right. So, if Meech made $300 million in distributing the cocaine, it's some niggas somewhere that spun. You see, it's a whole bunch of niggas that get away with it. Now, yeah, they dropped supply, but do I really need to keep going? If I make $300 million and this nigga made 5% of it, huh? Right. It's $15 million. Right. Oh, there's some niggas that get away with it. Oh, no, we ain't gonna.
Nigga living like ghosts.
Right. Jay-Z. You know who you gotta be to get 92 bricks? Of anything? Fuck hope. If you're not talking about building a house, getting 92 bricks of anything is quite a task. Not just off of knowing a nigga. Do we know you? Do we even respect you enough to give you 92 bricks?
Right. Because we do have people right around the
you know
corner
what I'm
on
saying?
standby just in case.
Do I even respect you enough to let you hold 92? I'm not gonna just give 92 because you say you need 92.
Right.
Okay.
We're going to need some up front.
You got to have some face card with that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got the cash. We need some face card with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, they don't even trust you with 10. You seen
That's
next
what I'm
day
saying,
air.
like,
Like,
yeah.
them niggas pulled up on that nigga quick, like the delivery dude delivered
You
him.
got to have some face card with that. You gonna need some cha-ching.
You finna get out in the streets and
Not the
find
money.
these.
I'm talking about this got to be worth something.
Yep.
They got to go, yeah, that's from, yeah, he really. You need some cha-ching with that.
Right.
Fuck your money. You can have niggas that's got that right now.
That's how it works, though, right?
Yeah. These niggas that could get 100 bricks, yeah, they got the bread. By selling to you.
Right.
Boy, you gonna snitch as soon as we give you this shit.
All right, we don't know nothing about you.
Which tap nigga feds tap on your door, you tellin'? They was just trying to find out who stayed in that door.
Excuse me. Sir. We just
tryna-
want to know if Jehovah.
Right.
You waiting for Jehovah?
They in the oven in the pantry.
They ain't even really, they wasn't even,
I just put them in there.
they had nothing to do with you. They were knocking on the door because they need to serve some papers to somebody that's got notice for court. You telling this nigga.
What kind of electricity you got?
Right.
Well, okay, this is what we doing right now.
Right.
We doing these new solar panel things. And,
Right.
You know.
They was knocking on the door to ask you if you wanted to buy some cookies.
Right.
You telling them everything. Just paranoid nigga like that.
Trick or treat. Yeah.
Right. Oh, shit. Look, it was Dubz. Look, stay down there. I can take you down there.
The laws are out front. You got little kids playing that
Right.
police officers playing and shit.
You feel me? Nigga panicking. He flushing shit. Nigga outside shooting basketball. He flushing shit. Nigga, your face card got to be valid with that. Like, yeah, that's different. Like, yeah, niggas ain't just giving you this. So, yeah, it's a bunch of niggas. Like, that's what I'm saying. You got to think about how niggas, like, man, it's a lot of niggas that die. There's a lot of niggas that go to jail. It is. But the reason why, that's the reason why. Like, people always ask the question, oh, why niggas keep doing this shit? Because some niggas get away with it.
Right.
The risk outweighs the reward to some niggas because it's not a, like, you know, be like, oh, you keep doing this shit, you're going to end up in dead or in jail. If that was the case, wouldn't no niggas be doing it? If the only two outcomes was a nigga was going to die or a nigga was going to go to jail, wouldn't nobody be doing it?
Sometimes people feel different. And sometimes people are different when it comes to certain situations.
Logically speaking.
Yeah.
Right? Because then the risk don't outweigh the reward. The reason why they doing that shit is because they know a nigga that got away with it and they want to be him. Now, along the way, they may or may not get caught up in the trap or getting shot up or getting locked up. But the goal was to be like him.
Right. When it comes to certain situations, but yeah.
Dolph got away with it. R.I.P. the Dolph. Now, of course, he didn't get away with it in the sense of he didn't live his full life, but for police purposes, yeah, he got away with it. He beat him. Beat the street. What's House Walker say? Beating the streets like hitting the lottery. When you really was doing it,
right.
And you really, yeah, it's a bunch of niggas that don't, yeah. They be pushing these narratives. I mean, I get why they do it, because, you know, you want to deter the kids, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but the kids, they know.
But they still embark in some of those adventures.
Well,
with
like I said, because
young-minded,
it's because niggas
thing.
get away with it. Like, they
Right,
say
right.
that, like, niggas don't get away with it. Niggas get away with it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Like, it's not like it's infrequent. It's literally all the time. That's why you tell like Karma, like, right? You like, when people be mad at, oh, the scammer niggas. Karma gonna catch up with them. Well, actually, no. Not always. That ain't. Karma's not a real thing. It's something that you use to make you feel better about shit you go through and feel like there's an alternative side. Sometimes bad niggas just keep winning. And I'm not just talking about drug dealers. I'm talking about anybody. Because, like, this shit, in the corporate world, niggas get stepped on, do illegal shit inside the trade, and they get away with it.
Isn't the court already ordered with what's the name, Maxwell lady, the Epstein?
Oh, Giselle Maxiel?
Right. Isn't that shit already over?
No, I don't think that one over. I know the Juicy Smollett is.
Mm.
Yeah, they got Juicy.
Yo.
What they give him, man?
Juicy, man.
So they
Free my dog Juicy,
They
man.
hit him with five charges. Fucking found guilty. They're gonna try to appeal it. They were going through, and the police were telling like what gave him like red flags like throughout the case, right? And they said they were going back and watching the video. They don't know nobody that would come back home with the noose around their neck He still had the Subway sandwich with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like anybody that deals with a situation of a real situation like that, you're not worried about your sandwich.
He had a noose around his neck eating Subway.
Bro,
What?
they done got Juicy, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Juicy.
He came back to his
Free
apartment.
my nigga Juicy, man.
With the sub sandwich.
They done got my nigga Juicy,
and
man.
the noose around his neck. You know what I'm saying? And
Is
it's
it
like,
Josie?
why
How
do
you say it
still-
for real though? Is it Josie? Is it Josie? How do you say it? Is it Josie?
Jesse.
They done got my nigga Josie. They done got my nigga Juicy, man.
And I'm like thinking to myself, like,
Free my nigga Juicy, man.
it goes back to what we were saying earlier, right? The people, you got fed something.
I
Something
got my nigga
had
outta here.
you wrapped up so much for you to plan out this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Even down to maybe a rehearsal
Right.
of the whole shindig, just so that it makes you more popular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really willing to go to these lengths of things, especially like a tragedy of like a hate crime. Like, you're trying to capitalize on something that is like extreme. Like, people get killed all the time for hate crimes, and then they don't even get documented as hate crimes. You know what I'm saying? So what is possessing you to go to that
Bro, he wanted
length?
to be famous, bro. The nigga said,
But you were already on a show.
bro, he
He
wanted
knew
like,
that show was coming to an end.
he
But-
wanted to be more
It was like
famous.
one of the final seasons.
But still, off of fucking something like
he
this,
wanted to be more
like,
famous, bro.
if Chappelle came out with the fucking
Josie wanted
with
to
the
be more
fucking what is
famous.
it with the trading of the races,
Yeah.
he would be traded automatically.
Look,
Like, what are you doing right
Look.
now?
they wanted to get Juicy up out of here, man. Juicy was on the Juicy. I mean, it's free my nigga Juicy, man. First off, they done got my nigga Juicy, man, up out of here, man. And
It's a federal too, I think, because it's a federal thing. It's a
yeah,
hate crime.
yeah. When you start tying that, but look, the nigga, this like I said, what it was. Like, you ain't gonna never get the story on what it was because he's still saying he innocent. But what it was, bro.
That nigga TK Kirkland got a funny
You seen
scenario.
the interview, bro. You seen the interview. You could tell what he wanted. I'm the gay Tupac. You know, he thought in his head he was bigger than life, like, and he felt like that show wasn't big enough for him. That's
just
he felt like
crazy.
his fame wasn't
For
big
people
enough.
to
Like,
do that, like,
bro,
you willing to?
bro,
so then
this
it's
is
like how
what we
many
was-
times or other people in life that like with GoFundMe, right? They'll sit there and be like, oh well, so and so, blah blah blah, and then you find out later on, so and so ain't what it says it is. You know what I'm saying? These videos and this other shit ain't
Bro,
what it
that's
really
what I'm
is.
saying.
It's
We
like,
in
oh,
These
you-
ain't even my
Bro,
kids.
we in-
right. You know what I'm
We
saying? It's
in
like,
that, but we in that era. That's what we've been
that's just
talking
crazy.
about. That's what kind of.
There was somebody else's kids, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
We in the
like
era
your second
where
cousin's kids.
we in
like,
the era where niggas wanna be something so bad that they gonna do whatever it takes to get there. They don't care. Like he wanted to be big. Like he was just an actor, a featured actor on a show that wasn't really that impactful, right? But you look at yourself as you a Denzel, so I should be, because you gotta look at it like this. If he would have pulled that shit off, right? Where would he be
guilt
right
trip
now?
With a guilt trip for everybody.
Right.
They
Where would he
would've
be
fucking,
right now?
hey, you got
As
this
far as the
opportunity right here.
LGBTQ community, stuff like that, where would he be right now?
That's wild.
He'd be top of the top. His bookings would be
Yeah.
astronomical
Yeah.
type of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Cause his sister be in everything.
You feel me? Like, and it would have been that. Like, the name, because the name would have had those type of rings to it now. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get.
He been through this. He done this, and fucking. Oh, okay. So he can be an advocate for this. He can definitely be.
When you talk about
influence
public
when it comes to
speaking
things.
and
Yep.
all this other shit, this shit gonna get spooky fast. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the money aspect. But the reality was,
It's a hell of a risk
yeah,
to reward.
I mean,
with that one.
it was, bro. It was one of the
Boy.
biggest blunders. When you talk about fumbling the bag, like, you would probably make it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably making 20,000, 40,000 an episode, right? He looking at that like, damn, Nicole Kidman just got $15 million for You know what I'm saying?
Been in the game though for how long?
Chadwick Boseman, he got paid $20 million for. And I'm making like $500,000 a year. Like, this is not right.
I want to know, did he fully come up with this idea, or was there somebody else that was like, "Hey, man, you know, people be tripping on these hate crimes. You know what I'm saying?
They
like,
be tripping on
because like, how do you just be like, yo?
They be tripping on.
I need you to pour some bleach on me and put this noose around my neck while I go get the sub sandwich in sub freezing temperatures or super
He
cold.
paid the niggas with a check. Like,
Yeah.
Now we have it traceable. So now we got transactions going on.
any nigga know anything you do with crime, you don't write the shit down. Like, that's crime 101. Like, that's why that's how so many drug dealers do get caught up, because they have to keep a rap shit. They have to keep the book. You got to. Like, that's one of them things you get into. If you dealing weight, you gotta keep up. That's how you keep up with your account. Like, you gotta account for it, like your inventory. So you gotta Dubz. I gave Dubz 5. That was number. So I should be what I should hold.
Right.
I should have like 215 from him. And I got 30 from Chad. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I was watching this documentary some time back about this dealer online. He was the biggest dealer, youngest at the time.
oh, you talking about the marijuana kingpin?
Nah. He did. He was like it was like a Silk Road, but like I think before a Silk Road. And he was the only person to do it on the open web. So it wasn't on dark web. Like, you could Google search the fucking page and be able to go to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he did this, I think he said, for like 2 or 3 years. And the only reason why they caught him was when they showed up to his place, because they were thinking that it was going to be a large operation because of how he was moving shit and how he was doing everything and how much money that he was bringing in. Yeah. They expected to see, X amount of people. Like, a lot of people. There was one kid, and he was doing out of his room at his parents' house. And the only reason why they found him was because one of the people left an address on their computer. And when they and what was crazy is they thought they had destroyed the computer, but the computer, they took the hard drive, and then they came across it. One officer came across this one address and was like, let's check this out. And when they went to go check it out, it was old dude's spot. And they fucking found everything.
Tragedy.
Yes. Off of just one little
Blunder.
thing that was on there. I was just like, damn, like. So it's just that little dumb shit.
Blunders.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put a hit on that nigga.
It was
No.
it's like
Let me retract
it's
that.
on Netflix.
I'm joking, by the way.
It's on Netflix. Fucking, I forgot. What
Shout
it
out
was,
to,
online sales.
Shout
or
out
some
to the
shit
Tiger
like that.
King.
Damn, which one? Don't they got like another one coming out or something?
Just saying, because he probably put the hit on Carol Baskin. I was joking. I had nothing to do with that, so I don't care at all. I wouldn't put a thing on the thing. But no, when it comes to that shit, bro, you talking about some funny ass shit to me, like Dave Chappelle, genius writer, but that shit was automatically hilarious just cause, like, I seen a tweet the other day, wish I had saved that hoe in my bookmarks. I had commented on it, but I ain't gonna look for it. But it was when they I think it was the New York Times or something like that. They had posted. They was talking about how the LGBT community felt that straight black men was being very silent on the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Of what?
Of Juicy Smollett.
Oh.
Of Juicy Smollett. Yeah, because we was silent on the issue. And Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying, on his comedy part, he was like we was being silent. It's like we wasn't trying to help him. And it's like, no, actually, we was trying to help them with our silence. Because we knew this shit was not adding up. Like, the minute I heard this shit, I was like, what? No cap. What?
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Because if you looked at, do you remember the injury photos?
There was barely anything on him, right? It was like a joke. It was like, what is this?
So
like,
that nigga TK Kirkland said he think he was cheating, right? And he was doing some rough shit with somebody he wasn't supposed to be with. And he was in a relationship, so he was on his way home. So he had to make up a story. So he get busted.
Shout out to TK, T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland, who raised you?
You into those?
Who raised you, nigga?
Like,
and that's the only appropriate thing to say about my dog, Juicy Man. Look, free my nigga Juicy Man. I just want to say it again, cause my nigga Juicy Man, he was the gay Tupac, man. What? He was the gay Tupac, man. He was supposed to be, you know, he was coming for to save us all from the tyranny of, you know, the big African American. And that was the only part that pissed me off. He got two big ass black, like, cause like he fed right into the stereotype, like, oh, it was two big ass black dudes that did it, but it was supposed to be some white dudes, and it's like they had on some black dudes that make America great again.
Right.
And it was like, what the fuck? How you remember all these details about some shit that's supposed to be a split second type of shit? First off, like, right, like I've been jammed up. And I've been jammed up with some niggas. You feel me? Right now, and I'm just talking, I couldn't remember what a nigga face looked like. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Especially with if the muzzle start flashing, right? Or right?
Right.
I remember being at college parties. Man, I don't remember who the fuck was in that room. And I was in there with them. Standing around them, running around them. They start popping off. I'm looking for my strap, my whip. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. And that wasn't directly at me. They was shooting at somebody else. But you in a house party, so it's like, yo, I can't risk, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I can just stand here, like, type shit. You telling me you remember to the date, like they said, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Subway sandwiches. You went and got Subway at 2:30? You wanted a BLT that bad? You walk around in Chicago weather for a bacon, lettuce, and tomato? You wanted a You wanted a bacon, lettuce, and tomato that bad. For a bacon, lettuce, and tomato, you went all out.
Nah.
And niggas was just out on the prowl. Niggas was just out on the prowl.
Niggas. We out here looking for some niggas in some Arctic weather.
Niggas was just
Wasn't
out
they Nigerians
on the prowl.
too?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas was just out on the prowl.
And some Make America Great.
Great again hats. And they was just walking around with their MAGA on, looking very, very describable. Just so describable.
You see any black people walking down the street, it's our street. We're gonna fucking bleach and fucking noose them.
Right. And these two big ass black dudes was like, okay, I'm gonna teach a almost white skinned person a lesson about Trump. Tonight, we hate you niggers. Say, and then that was Chappelle said. He was like, the nigga said, and it was like that's what he said. He was like, say, ain't you that faggot ass motherfucker from Empire? And he was like, that was like no shit no white person would say. Right?
Right.
First off, but the reason why is because what? If you hate black people, what the fuck you doing watching Empire?
Right. That should be non-relevant to anything.
Why would you be watching Empire?
Or irrelevant to anything.
You was watching
I always
Empire.
wondered that shit, bro. Like, do racist people get like
Hell no.
Like they favorite player jersey and shit?
No, they
like,
go watch Alex Jones and shit. They watch Tommy Loren and shit. They don't.
Oh no, bro.
Right? No, they don't. Like they don't do that. Like no, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying they might not buy your jersey just do that shit or something like that. But you talking about the going out your way. Like you watching the show about Empire, right? Because you hate Justice Smollett so much that you gonna watch a whole show for the parts that he in to hate him. Cause it ain't like it's his show. It ain't like he the. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, the show is about, you know.
I don't like any of these black people, but that
you know
one
what I mean?
right
Like,
there, I really don't like him.
Like
I see him walking the subway
I
one
hate
night,
him.
I'm
I
definitely
hate
gonna
him.
do something
I
to
hate him. I need to get him. I gotta get him. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna track him down. And DoorDash apparently was not an option for him, right? And so, right, he wanted this shit right now.
You're
So
not delivering in this code. Fuck off with that.
and so he went and got a Subway sandwich. He got attacked by these two big ass niggas that look like they bench press no less than 385 20 times. They look like they bench press 415 no less than 10 times. I'm talking not regular big niggas, not kind of swole niggas. These niggas was cop diesel niggas. These was some big ass, burly ass niggas. Like these niggas was ex-NFL rejects or some shit. Like that type of big. Like, you don't play football for a living? Like what? That type of big. The niggas that be in the gym where you be like, you won, bro. You won already. What are you doing here? Like if the goal was to get buff, that was like 2 years ago for you. Like you won. Like you're I don't even got a word for you no more. This isn't buff. You the buffest. I don't know. You the Buffy. I'm gonna call you Buffy. Like yeah, that big. And they was asking him questions. That nigga started throwing niggas under the bus though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said Don Lemon gave him insider advice on the case or whatever. And if I was Don Lemon, I'd be like, you bitch ass motherfucker. Like, nigga, here I'm going out my way, try to help you out. And you gonna put me in the case. Like, that's the type of nigga Juicy was. Like that nigga, like somebody said, that nigga need to go to jail, just hopefully not for a long time. How about that? Like, well, I don't want to see him go to jail forever, but yeah, you playing, bro. Cause like on the same token, like I was saying, for the LGBTQ community that I don't speak for, by the way, I got no representation certifications at all. But if in my observation, it hurts them because it's the boy cry wolf type of thing. You make it trivial for the real shit that go on when you do shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, motherfuckers don't subscribe to when motherfuckers be talking about, you know, rapes and all of that shit, and they be bullshitting because it's like, okay, now the real women can't really come out and get the respect they deserve because we know about all these fraudsters, we know about all these fakers, we know about all these women that come out here and do it straight out of malice and shit like that. Make it kind of hard for a nigga to just be like, oh yeah, he for sure raped her. Because we done seen it not go that way. We done seen it where exonerations is like about a year, you know. Shit. Just seen a dude come out for 16 years on the shit, and the white lady was like, sorry. Bitch, what? I ought to have my cousins come jump the fuck out you.
We knew somebody in high school that happened to. Fucking, they got caught messing around, told her daddy that he had raped her, and that wasn't the case. You
That's
know what I'm
terrible.
saying? It was just like, damn, like.
That's so fucked up. But it's a normality, man. Like, that nigga Juicy, though. I think it's just so funny because his name is Juicy. Free my nigga Juicy, man. Why they got my nigga Juicy locked up, man? They locked my nigga Juicy up, man. What they... Why they do my nigga Juicy like that? Free my nigga Juicy. Juicy. Not Juicy.
That made no damn sense.
Juicy Smouye. Got to be one of the worst criminal names and one of the worst criminals of all time. I mean, the nigga wrote a check, bro. A $3,500 check to the people, man. Like, at that point, you might as well just... At that point, if I was the niggas, I would have backed out like, yo, we can't do this. You're not... we not gonna get away with this, bro. You writing checks, dog. You not the nigga like... Imagine a nigga, Imagine you sell you sell weed and a nigga like, hey bro, you take checks? Pardon me? For this weed? You want me to give you a sack right now for some, and I gotta go deposit this check. I got to be on camera. Ain't no way else to do the check. Cause anywhere you go where you do some cash checking on the check, they gonna have a camera, they gotta have security, cause that mean they got money.
Even when you go to the ATM.
You gotta take the picture with your phone.
Right. One way or another. So, why are you dealing with big money like that?
And for $3,500, bro, give me.
When I say big money,
Give
I
me
mean
3,500,
like
please.
that doesn't, you know.
Give me 3,500, please. Are you serious? And the nigga did all that. And well, I guess it worked out for him because I swear he one of the most famous people from Empire. Go ahead, name me another actor. I'll wait.
You got Taraji and Terrence
Yeah,
Howard.
Right. Taraji and Terrence Howard, the people that was famous before Empire. Ain't nobody else get famous off Empire like that.
That one girl that played Cookie when she was little, she was on the BMF.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the one that played Katie.
Yeah.
What was it? Kato? Yeah,
Kato.
In BMF. Yeah, that was a great series, by the way. Shout out to Kato, who got what she deserved. I don't want to put no spoilers out there, but yeah, she got what she deserved. I ain't saying what happened. I'm saying that could be monetary. She might have got what she deserved. I don't know, but I'm just saying, she got what she deserved type shit. But yeah, no, shout out to Kato. Yeah, no, she's not famous.
I mean, she was the only
What's
one
her
still
name?
doing something. I don't know.
I ain't said they didn't get no more work. I said, what's her name? My point. So I guess it worked out for him in that regard.
I don't be knowing niggas' names. Period.
If you looking at it like that, now what I didn't like was how
I'll be like, that's that one nigga from.
I didn't like how they and I hate to give this nigga any credit, but my homie Miles, he was talking about how they be pushing certain agendas and shit, and you know I hate to give him any credit, but you can kind of see it that way because they absolutely banned any footage from the Giselle Maxfield trial.
Only left out like one, or put out one sketch or some shit like that.
One sketch, and it was a poorly drawn sketch. And Juicy Smollett, same thing. They actually started banning people that was talking about the trial of Giselle Maxfield and shit like. But you know, Kyle Rittenhouse, they had that all over everywhere.
That nigga doing podcast interviews.
Yeah, but I think that's when I say I hate to give niggas credit because that make it look like okay, well they trying to get people riled up, they're trying to make it something that it's not, or you know, get you upset about it because all the other the cases that matter, which is this bitch probably got to drop names, all of that, right? Look how many CEOs and shit done resign. Fuck, Jack resigned from Twitter.
Didn't the latest or didn't the owner of Sony just get caught in a like a vigilante pedophile thing?
I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Was that this week?
Dudes,
Yeah.
Look, you know, you seen
I was like, oh shit.
you seen Squid Game, right? What, you know, that's what it be like.
Right.
Cause
the masks.
Like, well, you know, you seen Taken, right? Remember when he found his daughter? Like that shit is real. Like that shit been real. Like these, cause like I can't say I agree with it, but I understand the. You know, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand the premise of it. Cause see, you know, a lot of shit we do, we make fun out of what we got based on the amount of bread you got. But once you get to the point where nothing costs nothing, shit start losing its appeal. right? Like, fucking bitches, going to the club and fucking hoes get old when I can buy out the section, buy out the bar, all of that.
About the club.
Right. Cause no shit, these
We
bitches
ain't leaving
gonna try
till
to fuck.
4
Right.
o'clock, nigga.
That these bitches gonna try to fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? And depending on the type of nigga you is, I'm saying. I'm not saying that for everybody. 'Cause
Bartender gotta stay.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not saying that for me. I don't think it's gonna ever get old for me when I be spending bread and having fun, and it's like, you know, hanging with your friends or hanging with whatever. It's like, yeah, oh, and yeah, get them shots too. Like, yeah, we in here like I be, you know, I'm out in Orlando, man. Everybody gets shots, even the bartenders. Yeah, let's do that. We're doing that's fun, like, but depending on who you are,
Right.
they could get boring.
Right.
Can't just do that now. Now I gotta see some extreme shit. That's what get me excited. Now I want to see. Now I want to see if you. I want to see you cut her. Don't cut her hard. Just cut her. Just want to see the blood. On some weird nigga shit. All right. I want to. Right. Smell your poots or something. I don't know what these niggas want to do. I don't know what these niggas like is, you know. But I got on gas mask and it's taped to her ass or something. I don't know. Just be, yeah, you know, you seen this shit, nigga be having the gimps. They got a nigga that just live in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, niggas get weird, bro. Like, it get weird.
Like they just sit in the corner, or like
No, yeah, like,
Was it super submissives or something?
yeah,
like
like
that,
it's
where
like a
just-
super submissive,
you
like.
just-
they
Like,
sleep in the corner.
Yeah,
and
but
shit?
you gotta realize
Fuck
that's
on,
like you for you to be able to do stuff like that, you gotta get to a certain amount of money because you gotta like maintain, like you gotta keep this person alive and stuff like that. Like, so, but yeah, that be their whole life. Like they just be what they call like a fuck toy or something. Like it's like, you know, you might have company over, right? And it's like, oh, would you like to fuck my gimp?
Right. Sure. Come on in. Or I got this other one over here.
Right. You know,
Or this over here.
you see how they
Or
talk
this
about
is
R.
a
Kelly?
party, so I have this going on. So
Right, you
feel
feel
free to indulge in whatever you like.
You feel me? You see how they
Everything's free of charge.
You see how they start talking about R. Kelly with this shit? Like, yeah, oh yeah, he had bitches in cages and shit was everywhere. And, yeah, because they're treating them like puppies and shit. Like, yeah, I mean, but you gotta think about it. Like, all right, if you somebody like Jeffrey Epstein or the Giselle Maxwell girl and shit, and they got all of these girls and they doing this sex trafficking, human trafficking, all of that. Where you think they keeping these girls?
Right.
Chained up in a basement. Nigga come down there, you know, turn the light on, put some food in a bowl, slide it to him. Now, of course, that was involuntary, so, you know, but there are people that's into that. Like, it was I was watching something on YouTube, and this, of course, this wasn't no particular, this wasn't no gimp. But it was a lady that had a husband and this dude owned a company, and somehow or another she ended up liking his, like, somebody that worked for him at the company. Mm-hmm. But long story short, for 10 years this dude lived in their attic.
Did she know?
No, she knew. Her husband didn't. So for 10 years, he lived in the attic. Like, and so, like, that was her fuck toy. If you sit there and you think about it. Like, he lived in her attic. Like, he didn't have a life. No outside contact with nobody. He only came down when the dude wasn't there. And, of course, you can't be out and about shopping and shit because you never know when you got to go back up. And right?
Damn.
Right. But lived in her attic. He lived in her attic for 10 years.
So then how...
He ended up getting caught because I think they had moved or some shit and somebody else heard some noise in the attic type of shit and went up there and found him. Like, yeah, like this nigga didn't...
Wow.
He's living in the attic. Like, he don't... No concept of time, no... Right? Like...
Damn.
Right. He lives up there. Like... It's hard. It's a hard concept for you to fathom, right? As a type of man you are, but yeah, he was just up there, just the whole
That's
time.
crazy.
She bring him down, fuck him, put him back up there. She wanted it on the van apparently. Like, probably was situations where the husband was outside cutting the grass and she was sucking the nigga dick or something. But it was the thrill, right? The thrill of this nigga's up there, like.
That nigga like, damn, she get the Christmas tree a lot. Like,
Damn. Christmas again already?
I just want to make sure.
Why you never put it up?
Oh, it gets up all right.
Just keep bringing the box down, putting it back up there. Like, I gotta bring the Christmas tree back down. So what happened to the Christmas tree? Oh shit, I forgot it. Let me go get it.
Right.
But yeah, juicy, juicy, juicy. Can't you see? Sometimes your lies just hypnotize me, and I just love you. Free my nigga Juicy, man. I'm about to walk around. I'm be yelling that for so long. Free my nigga Juicy, man. Free Juicy, man.
you gonna get
Free
your shirt?
my nigga Juicy, man. I'm about to
That's gonna be his Christmas sweater.
But I'm gonna have to get him.
He's gonna have his face on it.
I'm gonna have to get him with his face. Got to be on Tupac body.
I would like that.
Yeah, the one where he do the West Coast. I'm gonna have the one where he doing the West Coast. Free my nigga Juicy, man. Free my
Sure, you
nigga
could do the
Juicy,
scene
man.
where it shows him spitting and make it to where his face is doing.
I don't know if they could do that one, but I know they could do the one. I'm gonna have it on just right there. It's gonna have the West Coast on it. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like this one right here, but it's gonna have Juicy head. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to that thing there, But yeah, it's gonna be Juicy, man. Free my nigga Juicy, man. Juicy, the K2 Pop, the one and only. That boy about to get some time.
Nah, man.
Time. Yeah, time. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
It's a tragic thing to where it's just like, wow.
It's a stupid thing. Fuck tragic.
Wow.
That shit was stupid as shit, man. I
Wow.
can't even feel bad for a nigga that. Bro, you put yourself in jail because you felt like you didn't make enough. Here you are. It's niggas that's moving to California and waiting tables at some bullshit ass diner, going back to live in a fucking storage unit. No, not a fucking apartment. They got a literal storage unit because they can't afford the fucking rent out there in Cali, Hollywood, while they trying to get their fucking acting career off. You're on a fucking nationally televised series on Fox, and you felt like you wasn't doing it big enough.
Yep.
You felt like you deserved more, to the point that you was willing to risk jail time just to up your image brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know how fucking stupid that sounds?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you probably getting 20,000, 40,000, hell, 50,000 an episode. You probably make it anywhere from 400, 500, 600, maybe even $1 million a year. Watch niggas out here literally sucking Harvey Weinstein dick because they want to be on TV that bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Literally getting molested by Harvey Weinstein. Not molested, but what is it? Is it molested? Because I think that's what's only with kids, right? Molestation.
Assaulted.
Yeah, assaulted by Harvey Weinstein. Sexually assaulted by Harvey Weinstein multiple times over. 44 plus women. And here you are going to create a fake scenario because you want your name to be bigger. You working with Grammy and Oscar award winning actresses like Taraji P. Henson and fucking Terrence Howard, and you feel like your acting career ain't big as it need to be.
So I need to include this hate crime to give me that little edge.
I need that boost.
Yeah.
You get me? You feel like you ain't big enough. You feel like that the world doesn't respect you like they should. So you gonna do what it takes to get that respect. That's the vibes you on. That's the type of time you on.
Vibes.
You get what you deserve it. You deserve it, bro. I can't. But free my nigga Juicy, man. Free my nigga Juicy, man. Can't have him. I cannot have it. Free my nigga Juicy, man. What the world coming to, dog?
He'll be out one of these days. He'll be out one of these days.
Yeah, I mean, they can't give him too much time, I don't think, because it ain't really nothing that come with that type of, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's like impersonating a crime or some dumbass shit like that. It ain't nothing that they could be like, oh yeah, for sure, for shit show. You know.
That nigga show got kicked off the show fast as hell. Boy, you didn't see that nigga for the rest of the time.
I never watched it. I just remember everybody was like, "Oh, he's off the show, blah blah," and just like, damn. People go to those crazy places to find it. So be it. Deal with the consequences now.
Nigga did all that shit to get more famous and got kicked off the show.
So now the bag that you were getting is not there no more.
The bag that he was getting ain't finna be nothing compared to the sacks he about to be getting. That was a sodomization joke. I don't know if everyone got it. Sodomy!
I didn't get it at all.
Sodomy! That's what they're about to be on. Sodomy. 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 Ouch. It's gonna be juicy later on this year. Ouch. Come here, Juicy. I need to see if you're juicy. All right, that's my last one. I won't do no more. I got so many more, but cause it's just this rolls right off the tongue.
I'm sure he does.
Juicy. Shout out to my boy Juicy Smoothie. And I know his sister going through it right now, so tough time. Shout out to her. Wish her the best with her endeavors, cause that put a smirk on everybody. You walk in, she got to change her last name just to get work.
No, she still been in everything.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but to come, that's Juicy Smoothie's sister. You feel me? It's like, damn, I need to change my last name. It's like being a white man named Michael Jordan. Absolutely not. We need to change that. Why would you do this to me, bro? It's a dude. Shit happens all the time. This happens to Michael Jordan here. That's why everybody think Michael Jordan invested in prisons.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that Michael Jordan. It's a white dude named Michael Jordan. Not saying Michael Jordan not investing in prison, because he very much so may be. Because he don't give a fuck like that. But, just saying that that's a common misconception like that. And it's not. It's definitely another Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that was one of the dumbest things ever when niggas was saying that shit.
Juicy. Damn.
I ain't never wearing J's again, nigga.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. And you know where it came from, though? Counting niggas' pockets.
Okay. Niggas be hating, boy.
I'm saying that's essentially how he got to that point. He was counting niggas' pockets, and he wanted to.
Why?
I mean, there's no other explanation. I mean, it could be another explanation. I'm saying this is just my synopsis on the whole situation. Is He's looking at his career compared to somebody like Taraji P, and he feels that he's bigger. It's similar to when you see rappers start dissing a nigga out of nowhere. It's like I should be in that spot. I mean, you know, I should be in that spot. I should be. What have you done to deserve this? Who
Play your role.
Right,
Stay in your lane.
Right, but that's how niggas look
Get
at it.
what's
Like
coming
that.
to
The
you.
nigga could have been through the mud, through the hell and high water to get there. Like, nigga could have, man, damn near like lost it all, broke his back. If you
Doctor said, "Need a bacchiotomy."
you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean, if you Isaiah Thomas broke your hip or been through it all to get to that point, but it's like, nigga, everybody, I just want it.
Yep.
I just want it. I want it. Why does he get to ride in the Benz and I don't?
Yep. Fucking, I was watching the Omar Gooden interview and he was like on Smart Guy. One of the actors asked for more money, so they just canceled the show.
You know who it was though, right? It was
the little boy.
Yeah, sister's brother.
The little boy.
Tia and Tamara's little brother.
Oh,
That's their little brother. You know,
I didn't
smart
know.
guy. Yeah.
I can't
He
say
said
that
because
that's
it was the main character or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was explaining like how he's like after the first season, okay, and then they ended up restarting it. Like they ended up because he had stopped like mid production of like the third season, I think he
Yeah,
said.
he wasn't in a couple episodes.
Right. And then he was like he came back and then they just like you said they canceled it after that.
because he wanted more bread.
Yep.
But I can't really knock that one. I can't see that as counting nigga pockets because he might have been looking at what the show was doing, and
But at the time they were all getting paid, I think the same. Is that what he said in the interview? They were all getting paid the same, and he was like, it wasn't until like afterwards. It wasn't the issue of renegotiating. It was like it was the point after they had already started production when it should have been done like prior to it or something like that. So then that's when it was like, well, I just won't come into work, and that's what he
right,
did.
and then the show, well, then that makes sense because if that's the case, it's like okay, but still with that one, I can't really see like if you looking at it, I mean, because it could have been something that he ended up seeing that he didn't see before, like you know, like could have been a number or something he didn't know about that he like you know,
Right.
it's like oh
It could
damn,
be, yeah.
this show doing $20 million a year off of you know what I mean, syndication or off the distribution through these different channel hubs. And each one of us is getting like 200,000 for the whole season, like 5 apiece. That's like that niggas clearing 19 million.
Right.
Austin shit they would. You see what I'm saying? Like hold up, like wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold up, hold on now. We not doing it like that. Like I know I come at a discount, but wait a minute, like.
Right. So then that's when they
Hold on,
basically
look,
was
brother.
like, well, you want okay, well we'll just end the show.
Right.
And
Well,
it's just like,
and I mean, because it's just it's
Right.
But that's how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
A
just
business.
Well, it ain't just a business.
How we gonna generate this money?
Y'all just a show to me. It's not like y'all are the network.
Right.
It's not like Smart Guy makes the network. You're a show. It's like, oh, I won't get that 20 million. Guess we gonna have to settle for this 180 million total profit for this year versus the 200 million we projected.
Oh.
Tier. What else will we do?
So we're going to Santorini next week for lunch, right?
Right. You know what I mean? Like, right. It's not that.
Well,
big.
make sure that the lady gets my fucking order right because last time I
Right.
didn't want fucking that shit on the side or
Right.
that
It's 20 million, but it ain't 20 million. It's 20 million to us. It's just 20 million to them. You know, like it ain't. It's 20 million, but it's just 20 million. I got yachts, and the maintenance on them is 5 million a year. So this 20 million isn't. It's pocket change, really. It's,
Got niggas down there scrubbing and shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like it's pocket change, really. It would've-
Getting the little
I would've-
shells off and
It's
shit.
like I won't be buying that vacation home this year.
because I decided to buy this other one instead.
Right. instead of the $20 million vacation home, we settled for the $6 million.
It's gonna make me about $10 million in about 5 years, so I'd rather just do that.
Boo hoo. Boo hoo. Yeah.
I'm gonna build a guest house.
Yeah,
to
see,
the
cause
back.
see, that's what I'm saying. In that scenario, what that is, that's a motherfucker that don't understand negotiations and leverage. And in negotiations, you have to have leverage.
Right.
So you're a smart guy. You got one role on the show that we made you have a role on. It's not like you're Will Smith. You know, you don't have a popping music career, and you're also in some movie, a couple leading movies, and then you come out with a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's not. Right. It's not. You don't have leverage.
Like nigga, you Tia and Tamara's brother.
Right. Like you're not even.
Yeah, because
you're not even a household name.
When you do see him in something, it's like whoa. Well, and when you do, it's a lot older. You didn't see anything after that. You're not maybe a little guest star.
That's what I'm saying. You're not a household name. It's like these niggas we have like in the NBA. Like you can't like. That's what happened to the nigga that Now that is a situation where pocket watching fucked the nigga up. What's the nigga name? Reggie Jackson. Remember the Lakers offered him, I think it was $80 million for 4 years.
Dennis Schroeder,
that's his name. Yep, I was thinking of Reggie Jackson because both of them dog and shit, but Dennis Schroeder, $84 million for 4 years. He turned it down. He ended up signing this year on a veteran minimum contract. I think it was for like $1.4 million or something. Because he was looking at everybody else's contracts. He's saying $84 million for 4 years. No, I want the max. I want $100 million. And such and such got $100 million. I deserve $100 million. Lakers was like, nigga, we was giving you $84 million. You not even worth that. Like, LeBron liked you, so we was like, cool. It's just money to us. It's not like we wasn't gonna make it back. Like, yeah, we might have overpaid a little bit, but LeBron liked you. You was LeBron man. So, fuck it. We'll drop the extra 20. We was thinking 20, boy. What is you thinking? What is you thinking? We was thinking 20, 40 max, nigga. We added a whole another 44 on here for you. You said no. Other teams, nigga go out there and test free agency teams is like, you say you want what? Hey, come here. Come here, bro. Say that shit, you say it again. Say it. No, just say it. No, I'm not making fun of you. Say it one more time, please. You said you want what? 400 mil? You. He said he wanted 6 years, $120 million. I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to laugh in your face. Can you leave so I can laugh? Not in your face. I don't understand. Yeah, pocket watch. It's been, I mean, your boy Pimp C, R.I.P. the Great, he been told niggas about it. Like, you know, him, you know, Boosie talk about it. You know, it's very prevalent. It's always just called keeping up with the Joneses back in the day. You know, pocket watching gonna be the death of motherfuckers. That's gonna be the literal death of motherfuckers. Like, whether that's their career, that's the friendships, or even their real life. Yeah. The death of motherfuckers. Because niggas can't not pocket watch for some reason. Like, it's like a nigga see some shit, and then it's like, oh, I deserve. That's what a nigga love to say. I deserve this. Not, you know, I've earned this. I deserve this. I think Dennis Schroeder might have averaged 20 points, like, 1 year. Like, something like that. Like, these people you talking about, they be done played 5 years on a rookie contract at like $5 million for the whole contract, $10 million for the whole contract, averaging 26. Yeah, you finna give me $100 million. Yeah, you are finna give me 100 million. I've earned 100 million. Well over that. This ain't even what you're supposed to give me. I'm settling for that. LeBron James do 1 year contract for 36 million. That's cheap. Honestly. Who's more famous than LeBron? Who gonna bring your team more publicity than LeBron? The name off the alone being associated with your team is worth more than $36 million. But that's where the negotiation and business part of it come in, because he know I can't charge you what it's totally worth. Otherwise, you wouldn't make none, and it wouldn't be worth it to you.
Or we couldn't get nobody else.
Right. You see
know
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying?
This bitch playing by myself.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That nigga Tom Brady do that shit too.
Right.
Where he
know?
be like, you ain't got to give me all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just give me
you
this, and then we can get everybody else.
Right. I mean,
Super Bowl.
we know what I'm worth. Right. We know what I'm worth. I'm a clip away from 10.
Because I got the leverage, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna play this.
Right.
This is what I want. This is what we're gonna make us better.
Niggas need to learn that word. If niggas live by the word leverage more, it'll be a lot less of the shit going on than what you see. And I'm saying it in regular nigga lives and everything. Cause you got niggas, they be going up in companies telling nigga, oh well, no, y'all gotta pay me this. What have you done for that business that's gonna make them even consider that?
Right.
Like, what exclusive functions have you created? What ideals have you presented that a nigga wouldn't have otherwise been able to execute outside of your prowess? To say I deserve this. Ain't nothing wrong with saying I deserve this, but the part where you saying I deserve this is because I earned this. That's the part niggas be leaving out. They leave out that last part of that phrase.
Right.
I deserve it because I earned it. Right. Not I deserve it. Niggas, that's why you see so many niggas hating on the block. Nigga, who you think he is? Nigga riding around in a Benz. Nigga, you ain't nobody. You ain't this, that, and the third. Like, but you wanna go rob that nigga cause he up. It's like this nigga went from a Nick sack to a dime. He'll slip on a dime, start selling a few dimes, got him an ounce, took that ounce, he saved that money, stacked it, took it to a cutie, got a cutie, put it on him, got him a half. They seen how he was working, so they fronted him a whole one. He flipped that whole thing, brought back all the bread they had plus a little bit extra, reinvested his profits and copped 10.
Simple business.
But you hating on him like he snapped his finger. This nigga was standing on the corner with J's, dusty prostitutes, and trying to write.
You made it Grand Theft Auto.
You feel me? Like, you feel me? He standing on the corner with dusty, busty motherfuckers, and out here smelling piss all day and shit. Right, sundown, nigga, dodging gunshots and shit. And then you gonna go murk him, cause he's shining now. Cause you deserve this. Cause you had it hard. Your mama wasn't at home. Your daddy wasn't around. You had to get it how you live. So you deserve to rob this nigga. Fuck out of here. Pocket watches. It's pocket watching.
I don't understand. It's just wild. People be doing all types of shit. People be hating. It's just one of those things that just come along with just life and just crazy bullshit. Like, it's good to be inspired by others to see something, but to just go take it from them just because you couldn't do it, then why?
Well, see, don't even. I'm not. I mean, that's one version of it. But I was looking at it also just from I'm just looking at it from the audacity standpoint. You know, I want to take a shot.
How dare you do something like
I want to take a shot.
Yeah, let me get
I'm just from the audacity standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I agree.
I give you a prime example. Job I used to work at. We had started doing this shit when the disasters hit, and I ended up getting picked for this team. With this team, we used to work off bonuses at this place, and so with the teams or whatever, it was like, all right, we gonna lock you out at a certain jump. So for my clip, I think I was making $4,200 bonus every month plus my salary, guaranteed type of shit. So had this white motherfucker running around, and I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? But it's a young lady, white young lady. She ended up hearing about it, and she was upset that she didn't get picked for this team. So she ended up going to HR and complaining because she felt like she should have been picked for the team, and that, or like she should be getting the same amounts that we get, or whatever the fuck. And we doing a special project for this disaster team and shit now. Keep in mind that we was handpicked by the SVPs and CFOs and shit for this. So they probably basing it off of our track record of what we done did in other sectors and genres for the company in the past, saying, yeah, these people would be ideal for it because of their work history and situations and dealing with these circumstances. Long story short, what ultimately ended up happening,
Fire.
because HR was worried about lawsuits and stuff like that, was they basically dismantled the program, and everyone went back to the old bonus structure, right? Because it was like they didn't want to have to justify why these people is getting this and you getting that, so we gonna put everybody on the same playing field. That way nobody can complain. But basically, her counting our pockets cost us money.
Yeah.
Because she felt like she deserved it so much that she went and complained, and HR like, bitch, you ain't got no leverage, but because of the circumstances, I'm not finna risk it. Alright, nobody gets it.
Right.
That's what come with pocket watching. So ultimately, this motherfucker don't even work there no more.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying? Like,
and fucked everybody over in the long run.
in the long run,
Right.
just to be able to, because you felt like you deserved.
That's crazy. That's some serious.
Because you
shit.
felt like you deserved.
That's crazy. I don't understand.
But you should say, you see how, do you understand what type of elitist main character like syndrome type of thing you gotta be going to the point where you fine with ruining a circle something for 30 plus people because you don't want to feel like you not special.
Goes back to that same shit earlier. What's wrong with you?
Who raised
What's
you?
wrong with you? Go look in the
That
mirror
shit crazy.
and go
Who
check
raised
yourself.
That's what pocket watching do for a motherfucker.
I mean,
Now-
shit.
Now, of course, on the back though, you know, me, slick as oil, I'm gonna figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up locking my shit back in. Still at a high clip, I ain't, you know, but I was at 3,500 locked in still, but it was still like, you know, just the thought of it, like, nigga, that's not even no shit. You know, you had to be a white woman to do that. Like, no nigga not finna go to HR. What's your leverage?
Right. If you ain't got nothing, then fuck off.
What's your leverage? Like, what is you? Why? Why you deserve it?
They'll let you handle the next one.
Right. What's your leverage? What's your leverage? What's your? And then on top, like,
How long you been here?
you really rather
90 days?
you really rather shut it down for other motherfuckers, and you still not getting it.
Right. Right. So you complain for nothing. You just stop.
You still ain't getting it.
Right. Pretty much.
You still ain't getting it. Cause you deserve. Cause you deserve. We talking about motherfuckers might have been there, like me. I had worked in bankruptcies and lost medication and escrow. And your resume not fucking with mine. I actually never missed no days at work type shit. Like one of them type of, like what? Great on the phone, great with the boss, know how to talk to people. You're not even a liked person. Like, we don't like you.
They trying to fire your ass.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even like you.
Giving you ways.
And we suspect the project because we got just people that was impacted. They're gonna be like, we need people that's gonna be talking to them and know how to talk to people that's been impacted by a fucking storm. We don't even like you.
Like, if we leave her out, maybe she'll quit. Damn, she went to HR. Fuck.
Right.
Type shit. We don't even like you. But you deserve. You deserve.
People forget about that work.
Everybody, that was
They forget about that work.
Yeah, they forget about that part, that work.
They think it's just like, oh, just imagine.
You
shit
think this nigga just got this fire ass coat just cause he what? No. He put in the work that afforded him to be able to buy fly shit like that.
But see, then what was the thing back in the day? People steal bomber jackets and fucking steal your Jordan.
Yeah, starter jacket.
Right.
Because you deserve to be fresh.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, like,
right. No, that's
when
what
you
I was
think about
at.
it, it's like, damn, like
You pocket watching.
You out here fucking doing whatever you do, and fucking it's just like, damn.
Cause you look. Now it's some real jackals out here, some real robbers out here that really is doing it off of the cuff where they can't see no other way and they really trying to just eat. Niggas, you ain't out here stealing. You stealing J's to look fresh.
Right. I just see it through.
And one of the strawberry. Appreciate it.
You sure you don't want a lemon? Yeah, cut that tequila taste.
Got you. Thought that was an orange, some big ass lemon.
Yeah.
Good ass strawberry though.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Them hoes freshly picked or something. What the fuck? Where you get these from?
Albertsons.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Shout out to Albertson, man. Not good little produce right here. Kept your step right up. Yeah, fucking with that. Yeah, straight out, yeah, I'm some good boy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much energy and fucking shit that makes you fucking feel a lot better.
Yeah, but
Makes you look better too.
on some, yeah, bro. I mean,
So
on
these
some,
hoes
like
is
you
fire.
say, on some, yeah, I told you, man, you gotta get more than one of them. On some bomber jacket shit, on some whatever, like, yo, that's all it be. Motherfuckers be, this cold press fruit milk. Yeah. Motherfuckers be up in here just, and that shit always piss me off. Like I say, because you got maybe a few niggas that's out here that's really hurting and doing this shit. These niggas will be out here doing this shit because it's easy. Right. And then they going, you go steal from somebody's grandma.
Right.
Worked all her motherfucking life.
Right.
You go steal from the lady on church Sunday because she wore her good rings.
Right. Or you notice she put a little extra in the collection plate. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Catch her pocketbook.
You know what I'm saying? You go
whatever.
snatch her purse.
Yeah.
Like she ain't come up through Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Or some shit. just for what, bro? Like the hate, man. Get the hate out your heart. That shit is whack. That shit big whack, big lame, big trifling. Whatever word it take for you niggas to understand. Like, I mean, niggas be doing it still. I mean, you look at shit like, oh, they be like, ban the rich, and they should start taxing billionaires different and this and the third. Hold up. Yeah, you say something about like that about Jeff Bezos, but then you hear your girl Rihanna a billionaire and it's a celebration. I thought it was eat the rich.
Keep it even playing field.
Hey, it ain't eat
Just
the
so
rich.
we're just gonna avoid this conversation. We'll just level it all off.
You feel me?
Everybody just gets it.
You feel me? It's eat the rich.
They need that subscription.
Yeah, but no, it's eat the rich until it's Rihanna. Then it's she's self-made.
They
And I ain't saying
to the
that
Fenty.
Like I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that
They
like
getting it every
we
month.
should. I'm not saying that like we should be doing that. I'm saying that pocket watching shit don't make no sense. To, like niggas always like you hear it's the world so fuck. It's like okay, yeah, but if you had $1 billion, would you be cool with motherfuckers saying that we should take half your wealth just because I made it rich? That sounds stupid. Like it's pocket watching. Like I'm just giving y'all different levels. I'm just
I agree.
you feel me?
Yeah,
I'm all over with it.
Right.
I'm gonna give it. Yeah, that's pocket
That last
watching.
shot seemed like he got you fired up.
That's pocket watching. You feel me? That's pocket watching. All of that stuff. It's pocket watching. You know, it is. It's really ridiculous. Like, cause you ain't gonna probably never see no tweets from me and none of them. Oh yeah, he was rich. Like, oh yeah, that like a nigga don't. Man, what the fuck that man? What the fuck that nigga did? Let's talk about Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. He had 300,000 in seed money from his people or whatever. Boy, you know what 300,000 is to a $200 billion nigga? Nah, that's too much.
Oh, sorry.
Right. That was too much effort.
Yeah,
you know how much money he made in the time it took you to do that?
Sleep.
Right. The blink.
Yeah,
that's about
yeah.
it. You know how much money this nigga make every day? Something in the that nigga made $1 million an hour type of shit. 300,000. What? That's too much. That cost too much money. I made more than that. Well, when you get to comparing, it's like right. So you say, but he had 300,000. Bro, a nigga, I give you 300,000 a day. I guarantee you can't turn it into 200 billion. It sound good.
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. I would definitely invest in some things.
But I bet you can't guarantee that it's gonna be 200 billion.
I agree with that when it comes to certain things because there's a lot of shoulders that you gotta rub and there's a lot of people that you gotta know to get there. And if we don't like you, like you said earlier, if they don't like you or whoever, you can't get to that certain thing to get that extra.
No, what I'm saying is there's no way to downplay a nigga run at 200 billion from 300K.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. That's actually more impressive of a run than a nigga that went from 0 to 10 million.
Right. Yeah, because to get to that 200 billion level, like I said, you still gotta know. And
no, it's niggas that make it to $1 billion that know they ain't gonna never see 200 billion. Bro, that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of fucking cheese sandwiches, nigga. Do you hear me? Half that. Fucking 100 billion. Oh, Elon Musk's daddy, he inherited. Bruh. He didn't inherit no goddamn. If he didn't inherit $95 billion, he did a great damn job. I don't give a fuck what you. Bro, do you understand? Like, I know you. It's hard. I mean, I don't understand completely, of course, because I'm not a billionaire. But I can imagine the amount of effort, execution, planning, and stuff that it takes.
Time and effort, like a
to
motherfucker.
Get to that.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what you say about what a nigga had.
Right.
Or what a nigga, bro, Trump, his dad lived in a small amount. Yeah. If a nigga turn $1 million into $15 billion, you need to respect the fuck out of that. The percentage on that profit return,
It's
We not talking about 200, 300, 1,500%. No, niggas. We talking about what 200,000% return type of shit. Like, what is we talking about? Like, you pocket watching. You pocket watching. I don't do shit like that. I don't. Now I will say some shit like, niggas say, oh well, they self-made. I can't say a nigga self-made and your daddy gave you $1 million. You not self-made. No, you not. But
You did your thing.
you did your thing.
You held it down.
You did your thing.
As you should have in that situation.
You know, because to me, self-made means built it from the ground up. No help.
Right.
You got some help.
Right.
But you did your motherfucking thing.
Right.
You did your motherfucking thing. Rihanna's self-made billionaire. Yeah, she is. She fucking sung her way out of Barbados and sung her way into platinum albums and sung that into business ventures, and yeah, she did all that. She did all of that. She had to be the one to do that. Yeah. Ain't nobody loaned her no microphone, and you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, she did that, but that don't make Trump run less impressive. Hers is more impressive, but that don't make his less impressive. Nor do it means that, oh, now I need to start looking at it. Because like I said, for every nigga that got rich, niggas that had to go broke. Mm-hmm. Jeff Bezos filed for bankruptcy. Hell, you could be rich too. If you had invested in Amazon in 2002, when they was filing for bankruptcy, when they thought the company was going to crash and everybody started shorting it, and then lo and behold, it didn't. Right. Fast forward a couple of motherfucking years and Amazon Prime pops up and all of a sudden changes the motherfucking game and put some respect on it.
Yep.
Cause you talking crazy, but have you ever had 300,000 and went negative $1 million and made it back?
Right.
No.
And beyond.
Right. What's unimpressive about that?
Right.
You love when Jay-Z say he had 92 bricks parts outside with, and he had to get it. Yeah. You love it then.
Right. Correct.
You love it. He's the GOAT. He's Hove. You love it.
Because of what people glorify.
Right.
And how
you
they
love
go
it.
about it.
What's the difference? Oh, because his wasn't bricks? The bread was the same because both of them was aiming for the money. What is the difference?
That's what I don't understand with people. No matter what the situation is, at the end, money
was
is
the denominator, the common denominator.
Exactly. No matter what the situation is, that's overall.
The bread was the same, bro. The bread, as a matter of fact, one had to deal with more loss.
Correct.
92 bricks ain't no goddamn back in what? In 90-something, 92 bricks wasn't.
Yeah, that ain't no probation, my nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? But 92 bricks said if you get them in, he said he got his 1,000 a piece that way he made off of them because he had lost 100 keys or some shit like that. You know, somebody they took them, they stole them, the cops got them, somebody got them. He had to meet the 92. The famous 92 brick story was him repaying somebody. And he had his face card was worth enough to somebody else fronted him, let him get him off. He got the 92 off. He kept 1,000 from each one, so he made like 92 racks, and he paid the other people back like a meal or something. Like it was. But you say you had 100 keys just for round numbers, make it quick, and they was 10,000 a piece. That's $10 million. Yeah. Okay. Amazon was worth negative 50. He wasn't even dealing in the. You ain't even fuck with the type of losses I fuck with. Actually,
right.
Actually, factually speaking,
right. You're not even in that bracket.
You're not even. You never dealt with my type of losses. But eat the
Pretty
rich.
Much.
That's a whole narrative. You hear it all the time. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Mm-hmm. Eat the rich. I ain't never said that shit because I plan on being rich. The fuck I look like? What I'm gonna do? Turn the switch?
No.
I'm gonna get rich and say eat the rich? You think that? No. That sound like some broke nigga shit. I'm just keeping it a bean.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
I don't aspire to be nothing, nigga.
I expired. Quiet.
Fuck them niggas.
Right. Eat the rich.
Y'all niggas want to be out here rich and shit.
The fuck type of shit is that?
On the ocean and shit.
You mad cause I'm in what? You mad cause I want to go to Turks and Caicos? You should want to go to Turks and Caicos. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Y'all niggas all out in Paris and
In
shit.
the words of T to the motherfucking K, who raised you? Eat the rich.
Right.
See this not man, bro. You can get on that. Man, watch this shit. I'm just gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just search the phrase eat the rich. 640 tweets today about eat the rich. Eat the rich. Jeff Bezos' 9-minute joyride to the edge of space created more carbon emissions than 1 billion people produce in an entire lifetime. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Today, I'm speaking to my brothers and my sisters, all of my co-workers and comrades. I've struck the first blow against the global bourgeoisie. I have seized their assets and they are prisoners of my island gulag, or whatever the fuck you talking about, Ja. This some bullshit though. Talking about Warren Buffett eat the rich. This nigga started investing when he was 11 years old. Eat the rich. This nigga started investing when he was 11 years old. They mad at the CEO, that laid off 800 workers at the joint. Now I'm not saying that there ain't business ethics that needs to be addressed when it comes to certain shit, when it comes to dealing with the people, because I'm definitely understanding how this gang go. But when you say eat the rich, and Jay-Z and them got $100 million home, like a house they live in. It's $100 million, like the one place, like there is $100 million. Just this thing is $100 million in representation. Like, yeah.
Is that the LA spot?
Yeah. It could feed a whole nation. Yeah, we know.
We went on the tour bus and they was like, yeah, they stay over there.
And Will Smith got a $1 million.
It was pretty close to the Fresh Prince house.
Right. Got a whole $1 million travel coach, But the reality is, they work for that. They work for that. They work for that. Now, I have a problem with people saying, hey, man, from a humanity standpoint, a person with that much money should have some humanity enough about them to not forget that it's less fortunate people. Right? That's one thing. But if I'm eating the rich, how I'm supposed to give to these less fortunate people if I'm broke?
Yeah. Because if you eat them niggas, you ain't making no money.
If you eat them and they gone, then now you complain about who.
Because you're not supposed to be running the company, nigga.
Right.
You're not supposed to be.
And you're not going to do that, and then you're not going to give away your bread. If I gave you my money right now, what you do with it?
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
It sound good. I can give you $100 million right now. What you going to do with it? You going to give it all away?
Just bang that shit.
Right. But you going to give it all away? No.
No.
Not do some things. What you mean? You was concerned about poverty. You was concerned about world poverty and hunger.
Right.
When this was a subject line, something you could tweet about.
Right.
But if I gave you $100 million right now, would you spend it all on the homeless people in California? Like you tell me to do?
No, you got to Sean first.
Would you? Would you? Would you? Would you? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You know, they was talking about the Love on 42 shows, Love on Tour, closed 94 million and 719,000 ticket sales. You know, eat the rich. You know, eat the rich. You know, Jeff Bezos, because he got his bread. And see, for me, I was always inspired by a nigga like Jeff Bezos. Because he's out here doing it exactly how I told you niggas I would do it. I told you niggas if I was rich, with no house in with no wall in my house be structurally standing there. Nigga, I want spinning rooms and bat caves and all that dumb shit. I wish I would get rich and not ball. The fuck is you talking about? I got $200 billion. Nigga, you think what I used to do when I was a kid? I used to look up at the stars and I say, I want to go there. Well, now I can, and you mad at me.
Hey, straight hand, you want to roll? What? He took Michael straight hand.
Right. You feel me? When I was a kid, I used to look up at the stars and say, I wonder what's out there. Now I get to go see.
He was the first black civilian in space.
Right. What, I'm supposed to not do that? And you can tell he's just living. Like you said, he brought Michael straight hand. Very fun dude. I mean, from what I see on TV and stuff, you know, very good career. Never been, you know, nothing negative about him to say. You know, but obviously they just have a friend dynamic. It's not like he makes Jeff Bezos money or anything like that. Probably just a cool guy to be around. When you actually around him, Jeff Bezos was like, hey, bro, fuck with this nigga. Hey, bro, you trying to go to space? I'm going next week.
You all right?
Yeah.
It's like, shit,
I took the nigga from Star Trek last time. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, word? You for real? Like, yeah, shit,
You know
man.
what
I
I'm
ain't
talking
got
about?
that bitch, ain't got like the 4 seats and shit. Yeah, bro, you all better fit in one of them. Your big ass. Yeah, I'm with it. All right, shit, man. I'm gonna have my assistant give you the details on this. Let's slide through, boy. We're gonna turn up. Nigga, imagine pouring up shots in space.
He'd be like,
It'd be like The Simpsons when that nigga Homer was like,
Eating the beer,
he'd
right?
Be like,
You feel me? Right.
it still burns the same way.
Right. Type of shit, but, you know, imagine getting high in space.
Nigga.
I mean, this bitch floating for real.
Hey, you ready? You ready?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Imagine getting the Zaz of the Za. You see,
Ooh.
and you
Blowing a
really
shotgun
can see Mars.
with the power hitter and just be like,
And you can really see Mars. Don't that sound fire as fuck? Now, how you gonna do that if you're not rich?
hit the bomb. And then,
Right. Imagine the gravity bombs where there ain't no gravity.
there ain't no gravity bomb.
The anti-gravity bomb.
There you go.
You feel me? No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Imagine the gravity bomb where ain't no gravity.
Imagine hitting moon rock and seeing the moon rock.
Right. You feel me? It's making me like, you dig. Like, what is we doing? What are you
need
talking about?
space dust, but you out there with the space dust.
You feel me? I'm over here smoking on this Skywalker while skywalking.
With the lightsaber. The real bitch. Burning shit up, forgetting it's on. Oh, shit.
You get me? Like, what is we talking about? What is we doing? Like, what part of the game is this? Like, we done got to the point where hating culture is a thing? Like you said, hate culture is prominent. Like,
that's one of those
like I
things,
said, I
too.
just searched this shit. It's 640 tweets and counting. And I'm saying it's gonna, of course, come from like where your areas and shit, but you gotta sit there and think about how many when it's like, oh yeah, eat the rich, eat the rich, eat the rich, and it's like, nah, that sounds stupid. Now, like I said, there's other ways to say shit. There's other ways to do shit. From a socioeconomic standpoint, yeah, I would love to see the government invest the billions in shit that they do better. I just signed a $678 billion defense bill. You know.
Don't forget about that
What
black budget.
Right, but what about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You won't count my money that I actually worked to get. It's like, oh, he didn't work. He only, nigga, I had to put together all of them factors. I had to sign off on every check, every name. Them dollars like how that nigga said.
This and that.
I won't never forget when he did that Breakfast Club interview, Byron Allen. You know, Byron Allen worth quite a bit, worth $300 million.
I didn't know he was like that until a couple years ago.
Right,
I was like,
right.
oh,
But,
shit.
right, he worth $300 million. He the one that bought the Weather Channel. Byron Allen.
So don't you just see him as like a host and shit?
Right.
And you just like, oh, that.
Right.
Right.
He like Tavis Smiley or some
Right.
shit, nigga. Like, nah, that nigga out here.
Up there.
But this nigga, when he first started his shit, this nigga was at his dining room table calling a list of 1,900 companies daily, himself, every day. And he did that shit for years just to get a slot. That nigga was literally pushing his mortgage to every 90 days, every 89th day he'd make a payment so they give him an additional slide.
Damn.
He'd make a payment, pay it up probably 2 months, then let it run for 6 more days so he had capital to be able to pay the people that was working for the company he was trying to start when his first TV company, his first TV channel show. Now he worth $300 million and it's Eat the Rich.
Right. Right.
You ain't never went that hard.
Right. Right.
But fuck him.
Right.
Cause he rich.
Right.
So fuck him. Fuck all that.
But it goes back to the mind state, right?
This nigga looking at foreclosure notices did damn high.
Mm-hmm. But it's the mind state, right? All the people that are talking these things, it's not the same mind state, right? And they're not willing to be able to do those types of things. Just like you said, you give them the money. Are they going to be willing to do something like that? Are
No,
they
they're not
willing to
gonna
put
do
in
that.
the effort? They don't see the countless nights of, hour sleep, this or that. They don't know what time you up at whatever time. They don't know what else goes on. They just see the reward and they think that it just comes to people at times. And they don't see the other things. And because those are those same people that are sitting on their couch tweeting this shit, knowing that they have to be at work in X amount of time, but they're not willing to put any extra effort in between that either. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, this is what's comfortable. I like this. This is what we're gonna do. But then what?
Here go a real tweet. This young lady said, if you ever feel bad about where you are in life, I'm 26, a stockbroker moving out of my luxury high-rise to move into another apartment so I can save an extra $500 per month on rent so I can save for a house. I probably won't own a home until I'm 28, and that's okay.
Right. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Nothing. No, I'm just saying for perspective, when
Right.
you talk about mindset,
Right.
I just happened to come across that tweet.
Right.
And then somebody going to say on top of that, for some reason, for some inexplicable reason, Motorhead's Eat the Rich is playing in my head right now. That was their response to her tweeting that.
You'll see, but that.
So they thinking in their head like, oh, it's the rich people's fault that she got to move out of her luxury high rise to save the $500
So-
to be able.
Maybe she don't want to live like that no more.
So okay. So
You
that,
can
that's
live
exactly
wherever
my
the
next
fuck
point.
you
so,
want.
So it's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? You can be staying in a location, and people could sit there and judge you for staying at a location because it's not up to society standards, right? They could think whatever they want to think and be like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe, blah blah blah, whatever, okay? But then once you move out of that location and get to a better location, then it's like, well, what's going on here? Like, this is not what I'm used to. This is not what, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, well, this is not good enough for them, or people feel some type of way because they accumulated whatever wealth that they have accumulated, because now it's not the same in their perspective. They feel like, okay, on a hierarchy, I'm above you, I'm better than you. And once you start thinking like that, then it's like, okay, well, what are you working for? What is your real soul purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Well,
not...
I took it more so from the lane of, this is a person that understands that life is different for everybody. And in the same vein, the person that's tweeting about this, because this is they screenshotted her.
Right.
And their immediate thought went to, fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck Zuckerberg. Fuck,
So then what majority of people that have been or willing to go through something like that, right? Because you have to sacrifice certain things, right? So if you're willing to downgrade to save up this money for whatever the case,
It might not even really be a downgrade. She might be living downtown, and then she might be like, I could still live in the same area, but I'm a couple miles away.
Well, yeah,
No, but I mean, in
Now I
downgrade-
got more space, saving $500 a month. So
well,
But
like,
that's what I'm
it's the
saying.
difference-
I'm
it
saying
might be
a
the difference in
downgrade
living
of trying
in a
to
place.
save as much money.
It might be
Whatever
the-
you were paying before, you're downgrading in that price so that you can accumulate more money. That's all I was meaning with the downgrade. I don't mean like how you're living. I'm just saying
Well,
of
it
whatever
could be
that
pretty
you can
similar
save.
with the location.
Yeah,
kind of
but
set
like,
it off.
I mean,
because
Right.
if she's saving $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. So that's not a lot of money more saved.
No, but that's more than what she was
comparatively
making
speaking.
before.
Right.
Yeah, but if she
So-
want to save for 2 years and
Right,
get a
but,
crib,
but
then
see, no, you
right.
looking at this all wrong. That's what I'm saying. See, I thought about it different. Because that $500 a month, she a stockbroker. She might be putting that $500 into something that's gonna multiply, and before she know it, she ain't gotta save for that house.
yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't. Okay, so she's
See, you see,
Well, yeah, she's
I ain't, but
stockbroker.
no, I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying
Right.
What I read,
Right.
was a stockbroker.
Right,
That's
right.
saving $500.
I can see that too.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, I
So
agree.
that $6,000
Right.
might be the difference in.
And
And-
you, and then it's like, oh, well, that ain't shit now. Plans have changed. Now I gotta elevate.
Now
Because you ain't
that
had no
house I
choice.
was saving for don't even seem like
Right.
a house I would buy.
Right. You know what? That's gonna be my other income. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this bitch.
You feel me? So
I'm gonna purchase it. I'm gonna own it and the land.
and I'm saying
but
that in
I'm gonna flip
comparison.
it.
I'm saying that in contrast to this person that's saying, "Oh, well, eat the rich," and it's like, no, nigga, how about you do what she did, so you can be the rich. You know, you don't get nothing for nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You do the same thing you always did. You get what you always got.
But that's those things that I consider that it's like common sense, right?
It's not.
But no, I'm saying in my
It's
reality,
it's
I
obviously
thought
not.
that was common sense for the longest. When it
Nah,
comes
it's
to trying to work or earn for what you want, I've always thought that because that's what I was always told. When I learned that other people don't have that same option or the same mind state, it's like, oh, well then how do you come up with this conclusion? How do you come up with where it's like, okay, well, just because I'm getting this, because I'm doing this, why does it feel like that I'm not worthy of it now? Like, who's actually worthy of anything if that's what you're coming at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could not tell you. And more importantly, they don't even know what this girl got. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm saying this tweet was literally what we're talking about, like on both sides, because you got one person
Right.
that's saying, "Hey, I'm finna take the necessary steps that it takes for me to be able to buy this house
Right.
that I want to buy, and I know that I can't buy it staying in this high rise, so I'm gonna do what I gotta
Right.
do to do that." On the other side, somebody's saying, "Hey, it's fucked up that she gotta downgrade her high rise living to be able to save $500 to be able to buy this house. It's the rich fault. It's my fault. I went and made millions and you didn't.
that's why I stay out
In
of
a
that
world
shit.
where everybody can make
Just
millions.
stay away from all that shit. It's just,
Cause I mean, it's like 1,700 new millionaires every year.
that's just. But
And,
see,
and
that,
the only difference
for some
between
people,
them and
for
the
you to
people
put
that don't
energy
is the
into
people that
texting
do.
like, what is that? Like,
I don't know. I can't speak to it. I'm not trying to speak to it.
no.
I'm trying to speak to
I'm
the-
just saying it's just like
I'm the
wow,
antithesis.
Like, these
I am
people
the
just
antithesis
baffle
of
me
that.
sometimes.
I
Like,
don't.
I just
I don't even
understand
wonder
it.
why. I'm on this podcast shaming them. I'm not trying to wonder why. I'm saying that's like you ain't shit. You a lame ass nigga. I don't care why you think like that. That's stupid. Like that's fucking stupid. I literally could care less what made them come to that conclusion that Hey,
Well,
I could care less
because
what
I'm
that
saying
person
is
thought
I'm trying
about
to,
that
I'm
made
trying to
him
look at
think.
all different aspects, and I know I know what it is to be on one side. I know what that is. So then I'm trying to just think in this conversation. It's like, what makes these people do these things when it comes to like tragedy or situations where it's like I want a little bit more.
care.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go to this concert. I want to go to this show. Okay, well, there's an opportunity for me to make X amount of money or do this to afford that. Let me go get that. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I could care less.
We're gonna go shopping. There's a jacket in there. There's a pants, shoes, whatever. I like that. I want to be able to assess that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I don't.
you know what I'm saying?
I could care less. I'm not even gonna.
That's
not
just
even gonna
wild to
hold
me
you, Jack.
because
That
I
shit
think
is
about
going-
it from like
when you
humanity
saying
point of
it-
view, right?
As
I
you
think
saying
like,
it, it's going. I'm
that's
surprised
fine.
it ain't hitting. I'm
That's
surprised
fine.
it ain't hitting.
That's fine. But I'm just telling you from my perspective. I try to look at it from all sides, and I think like, man, like I've been in a situation to where I was depressed to where it was just like, man, like I'm really ready to take my shit out. Like, I'm ready to end life. Like, let's fucking end it because I don't see any more growth, right? And I've been in that bottom pit. So then it's like, you know, one day when I ask for something mentally and it shows up in a different form and I'm like, wow, like my mental is different, right? Your mind state's different. Okay, well, what else can I create? What else can I do? If I just stay focused enough, if I just try a little bit harder, because I can't get no lower than what I'm already fucking feeling. So that's what I'm saying. So if I've been there and I know that other people have been in worse situations and they've came out of it, just like what you were saying, if you're not even in my bracket of fucking negative, what makes those people to where now I'm just hating on you, I'm just talking negative? Like,
You want to try to answer this? I keep telling this nigga I'm not listening to him. He don't understand. I don't care. I literally don't care.
No.
What makes a nigga decide to hate? I do not care.
No, I'm not saying that you're fucking. I'm not having you answer. I'm just explaining.
No, I know, but it's a valid thing.
That's what's running through my head. Like,
No, it's
okay,
valid to say,
like,
but I'm saying
you know what I'm saying?
I
Because I'm
don't
trying
care.
to-
Like you can go take it away. I do not care to answer that. I don't care. I do not care at
that's
all.
fine. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, I don't care for 2 seconds what made you do that. I don't care.
I don't think it was a question.
No.
Like
Well,
I
he
said, I
saying
was
he
giving
wanted-
my perspective of what I was thinking
Yeah,
about the
no, I
whole
know, but you were
scenario.
saying, like, I
I
look at
know
it
what
from
I
all
do. I know
sides.
what I
But
done,
then
and
you
then
said,
it's like, okay,
the question
well,
was, he was like, what makes a person think that? And I'm saying, I hear what you're asking me. I'm saying I refuse
That's
to
fine.
run my brain synapses and try to come up with any scenario that I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I know what
No,
you're saying
yeah,
is valid.
yeah,
Like,
I get
I'm
what
not
you're
saying it
saying.
like that. Like, it's insignificant. I'm saying I won't.
it's no different from
gratify
somebody.
that
It's no
with the
different from a
response.
scientist trying to figure it out. Long time to go. It's no different from a scientist trying to dissect a brain, right? A neurologist that's trying to figure out why a serial killer does what they do, right? Or somebody that's trying to figure out how did this person, Jeff Bezos,
yeah.
that's like, okay, well, he turned this into this, so let me focus on what he did to get there. Let me think about his mind state. What does he do every
That's
day?
the only
What
thing.
does
That's the only thing I'm gonna think about.
that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, in the question or in the thinking of bringing up the topic, it's like, okay, well, let's think about, like you said, different levels of it. And I'm thinking, like, man, like, people are
want
really
poison in
out
my mind.
here to be that hateful. So let me take that knowledge
I will not
that,
poison my
that
mind.
I have of these haters or people that feel like this in different scenarios that you've given us, and let me be wary of that. Let me be cautious of that, because guess what? In that has to be a reason for that to be brought up, in a sense of like, let me be aware of what I see in the future, right? Because just like Bezos and Elon Musk, right? There's certain people that you pick and some people that you don't due to certain circumstances, right? And when you look at those, you're like, okay, well, that could have been a bad decision. That could have been a good decision. You know what I'm saying? That could have got me there, or that could have got me negative there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which led to that other person that I met that got me back to this level. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying, and I guess not answering your question. I'm saying I do not care to pose the scenario. I feel like it's poison to my mind even. And you know, my favorite quote is, "Remarkably, a truly educated mind is to entertain a thought without accepting it." That's not a thought that I want to entertain though. I don't care. I don't think about why you hate it like that. I only care to shame you. I don't care to. I don't care. I know that's probably fucked up. I don't care though. I don't care. I don't care what made that man that tweeted that bullshit right there that said the minute that the girl said I'm finna move out and I'm gonna take my rent down $500.
When you read, okay, so people read through things, right?
Like I just say you a lame ass nigga,
right? And it's just like, oh, but you know, you got to entertain that by reading it.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is,
so that's where it's
I'm not like I don't.
You read it, so then I give my feedback on what you read.
No. I'm not saying that in response to you. I'm saying I'm not saying what you're saying. Your feedback wasn't valuable. That's why I said I would love for Dubz to try to have a discourse with you about it.
When you read other things in general. Mm-hmm. Never, not one time, like we've talked about like other things, and other things don't run through your mind, like where it's like,
Most of the time, this isn't one of those times. I'm telling you,
that's definitely one of those where it's just dismissed. Next.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
I dig that. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like anytime yep. I don't care. I never.
Because there's certain things that I read, I'll read it and I'll be like, oh, you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is one
agree.
of those. I read that.
I agree.
I dig that. You a lame ass nigga. Like I never wonder why. None of that. Like it doesn't make it. It never made. I've been the poorest person in the poorest place in the United States. Right. I've never looked at a motherfucker and went, "It's fucked up. I'm in this situation, and you didn't do anything." What? That's stupid. And this is even stupider. Like the girl didn't even say I'm fucked up. I'm hurting. She said I want to do something to better myself.
Right.
By downgrading, and I guess maybe it's the word downgrade that triggered this motherfucker to say that. I'm downgrading my apartment, right? And that in a high rise, right? Just so we clear, that might be the difference between some shit that I live in that's $1,300 a month, and you living downtown in the Mandrake that's $1,800 a month. That's the same $500. Yep. Now, is you struggling?
$2,200, fucking $2,500.
You see what I'm saying? Right? Am I struggling?
Right.
Do I live terrible?
Right. It's like
this restaurant's under my shit.
I can go downstairs. I can go shopping. Tom Thumbs right below.
That's a great living or whatever the fuck. Right. Yeah, whatever you want to say. But your immediate response to this girl tweeting that where she said I probably won't own my home until I'm 28. I'm 26, so in 2 years. And she said that her last statement was, "That's okay."
Right. Which triggered probably in somebody's fucking heart where it's like, oh, I'm not fucking okay with myself. I feel some type of way. And I'm going to lash out on this individual.
Her last statement to it was, "That's okay." She's the person in the scenario where she's got to downgrade from that high rise to live over here. And she said, "That's okay." But you say, "No, it's not okay."
Right.
Rihanna shouldn't be rich.
Right.
We need to get rid of Kanye West.
Right.
Eat the rich. I do not follow that up with, "Why do you think that?" No. You a lame ass nigga, cuz. Shut your bitch ass up, weak ass nigga. I hope you go broke forever, nigga. Like, I don't, what? No. I'm not gonna glorify, that would be me gratifying your shit. I don't want to gratify that bullshit. Like, yeah. But no, like I said, not to your statement at all.
I'm not tripping.
Because I understand what you're saying. You're saying you think about it, and I say, hey, that's a great subject. Right, I'm saying I'm the wrong person.
Right. I understand.
I'm trying to tell you I'm the wrong person to have this discourse with.
Right.
I'm not going to give you the answers that you think I am. I'm usually so educated. Sometimes, sometimes, very, very, very seldom, you know, it's like when people be trying to have those conversations like, with me about was homophobic, and it's like, okay, I don't want to be with a transsexual man or woman. I'm homophobic. Okay. I don't care why you thought that. I don't care.
Right.
You sound stupid. I don't care. I don't
Right.
care. I don't need to get into
Right.
it. I don't care to get into what made you come to that thought process. I really don't. I don't know, because it's a word called preference, and since you stricken that one from your dictionary, I'll stricken this conversation from mine. How about that? Like I've no
Dismissed.
Yeah, dismissed. It's not even an afterthought. It's
Nothing.
right. I'm
Just
just
in
only
the way.
reason this person D Hodges even get a read out of me is just because the subject is. I'm just pointing out how many people tweet about this. If it wasn't for that, I don't search Eat the Rich. I don't care if you never ever see a damn dollar, because that's just the stupidest shit. Like, it's so many motherfuckers out here that came from motherfucking nothing, man. That's rich now. When you saying this shit, so then what, you gonna pick and choose?
Right.
You not gonna have no job?
Right.
No. What you gonna pick and choose?
Because I mean, if you want to eat the rich, you don't want to work for them motherfuckers.
Right.
So,
And then what you gonna pick and choose who the rich are that you don't like?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos on the menu, right? Kanye West worth 9.
Contradicting the whole thing that they're saying. It's
Right.
like, oh.
Right?
Well,
Your mama
hold
get
on.
rich tomorrow. We gonna eat her too? You gonna eat your mama?
Oh, no.
Well, I guess the phrasing is terrible. Right? You want to dismantle your mom's
Right.
empire?
Good one.
You want to dismantle your mom empire too? Her hair grease take off.
That's crazy.
In a way that y'all never thought. Now she's worth $1 billion. Are we getting her out of here? We packing her up?
Right.
She's bad for society? Since she didn't give all her fortune away? Is that still the same?
Mm-hmm.
I know that's why I don't entertain this, Chad, because I know you're coming from a place of pure malice. Right?
Right.
Because most of these people that say this shit ain't never done nothing for nobody.
Right.
not a damn thing.
Not
Because
a damn
then
thing. You never been at a food drive. You wasn't. I know. I was there. I packed up the shit for the motherfuckers that was in the hurricanes in Houston.
Right.
I was there. I worked in that warehouse for 8 hours, sweating my ass off, packing that shit up, loading them boxes and all of that. I really did go do that. You know how many people was there? Maybe 20. The whole, right?
Yeah,
maybe 20.
that.
Maybe it was 20 of us.
Yeah.
The whole city of Dallas. Not saying there wasn't other people doing this in other places. I'm not saying that. I ain't trying to be no saint superhero, nothing like that. But in that particular building, warehouse style building, it could house, thousands of people. Yeah, it was 20. Maybe 20. That I seen. We using the little rollers, we sliding. Yep. It's 20 of us. Yeah, but you was on Twitter talking about how fucked up it was and what the government need to be doing and this, that, but you ain't doing shit. I think it's fucked up that Amazon ain't paid no taxes, and then you got so many civilians out here paying taxes. I don't mean that Amazon shouldn't be rich. Just feel like they should pay their taxes like everybody else. Right. But even with that, I understand the dynamic of it, because on the same side, I ain't finna go out here and start promoting that, because if I was Amazon, would I want to pay those taxes?
Nope.
No, because nobody want to pay no taxes.
Right.
Instead of lobbying for, goddamn it, them to pay their taxes, how about you get another structure in place where nobody ain't paying these stupid ass taxes? Because that's the reality of it.
Right.
Nobody want to fucking go to work and pay somebody for some shit they didn't do.
We allowing you to work here, nigga.
Right.
And we taking some of that shit too. And when you buy something, we gonna take some of that too.
We're gonna
Anything.
Anything. So we're gonna tax you on the front end for making it, we're gonna tax you on the back end for spending it.
Because why? We make the money, and that's what we gonna do. Because we owe the Federal Reserve money. Because every time they print out money, we owe them money. So what's a never-ending cycle?
You see it?
So give me some more money.
You see it? You see it? It's a dumbass concept that's actually just a divisive concept that's used to take away from the actual subjects that needs to be addressed. That's why I wouldn't entertain why you think that. Because it's based in nothing. It's not you not gonna make $1 billion and then say, hey, yeah, I want to pay $600 million in taxes. Yeah, I want to take home $400 million out of the $1 billion I made. Because that's what the tax rate would be, by the way, if you make that much. You know, it goes up with the scaling. So technically, if you didn't get the tax rates and all that, yeah, you'd be paying somewhere.
Right.
That's why they say out of every million, you see like what, anywhere from 500, 400,000 sometimes, depending on who you are and what you got taxed at. Like in the NBA, you might see 500,000 out of your million if you're in this state. But if you, because you got to pay all these different taxes for all these different states where you make this money and all that. And yo, dumbass is sitting up here saying, yo, that person don't deserve that money. LeBron hooped his way out of Akron, Ohio. The best player in the world. In a sport that is world known and world publicized, televised, and they make money off of.
Out of the whole entire history of a league?
No, I ain't saying that I'm saying he's the best player in the world. I'm saying that subjectively, like to what people say, like, right? But I'm saying that also from a standpoint of.
I was fishing. I was fishing, but
I'm saying that you're not even the best person at your house.
Right.
Depending on what the subject is. While you sitting up here talking about economics.
Yeah.
You're not even the best person at algebra in your house.
No. Shit, my son's killing me on that.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
being real.
keeping it big,
Yeah,
man.
right.
You probably gonna kill me too. You put that shit down, it's like, yo, I might have knew this shit 15 years ago. Right. I ain't finna sit up here and like, oh yeah, I can solve for everything. I can't remember this shit. Because I ain't used it.
Shout out to my son. He let me borrow his jacket. That's how big he getting now. I can wear his shit. That's tall, bro. Like he's only 13. He's still growing. He taller than me. I can wear his shit like it's a coat, bro. And he's like, and I'm like, yo, let me borrow that. He's like, okay. I'm like, fuck.
Right? Shit's clean and you got it, right? But you bought it for your kids, that's what I'm saying. And then come like looking at it like, oh man, I need that jacket.
Right.
You need this jacket.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not what the case is. Like,
but that's why I say this shit is all different levels of, this shit is just all different levels of stupid to me. Like, it don't stop. Like, it's stupid at all levels. Like, envy gonna be the death of the world.
Yeah. For real.
Jealousy gonna be the death of the world. Niggas always say, the root of all evil is money. No. The love of money is the root of all evil. And the jealousy that it propagates is the root of all actions.
Right. They say what money only enhances what the true person is.
Yeah, and that's all it be. But the same token, so it's like, oh, he a bad person. Like, no, nigga, I didn't make this money because I wanted to save the world. I made this money because I was fucked up out here, and I ain't want to be fucked up out here, nigga. That's your prerogative. That's your goals.
Right.
How you gonna tell me that I got rich and I should be doing what you think I should do with my money, but I can't come tell you what to do with yours?
Well, you're hurting right now, huh?
Well, no.
You can't pay your bill? Okay, well, you might want to cut out that Starbucks from now. You might want to cut out this. You might want to cut out that. Oh.
Take it even farther. Because, see, niggas always do that shit, and this is why I say it's the stupidest shit, and I leave it alone. Because where you at in life, you really mad at where they at in life.
Right.
Where you at in life. But niggas always look at it from the negative. Right? Niggas never look at it from the positive. Because you're in your house complaining about something on your Wi-Fi while somebody's down there on Dallas streets.
Correct. Snowmageddon again.
Mm-hmm.
You think about that, you hurting because you in your house and you ain't got no fucking heat, but you got people out here living outside dealing with
year
it.
round.
You know
they didn't get to go inside. They didn't get to turn their air on after a couple days. Or whatever the fuck.
Right.
But you never going to compare it to that. You're going to look at yourself to the most astronomical shit away from you,
Right.
and then you gonna say, I have not.
Right.
You never gonna look at yourself and say, well, damn, I know I ain't a part of the problem. You running around
Correct.
here buying the
Correct.
Starbucks that you hate
Correct.
for the CEO that you hate. You drinking the Starbucks and you got your smart waters and you. Well, if you really cared that much, why you bought a car? And on top of that, it ain't even American.
Invest.
All on the grid and shit.
All on you. What we talking about? That's why I say I can't entertain this shit for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Cause it's all bullshit. It ain't no part to this foundation that's real. You just talking. You just a hater. That's all you are. You a hater. You just an outright hater. You don't care about nothing. You doing better than all them niggas that you drive past on the corner.
Right.
They be out there with their sign out, panhandling for bread. And you seen it.
And are you giving money to them?
No.
That's the first question. You giving money to them?
You seen it. It's gonna drive right past them.
Right.
Especially if they black. So every black person I see, I give some bread.
You fucking right.
If they ask. Cause
Or
I remember.
Or I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be having it be one of those situations where they pass, and I be like, I'm getting my shit together, and they pass. I'm like, hey, and I be that one person holding up traffic sometimes.
Well,
Because
even
they be like,
that, but see,
and
look,
I'm trying to
and
go.
then
And
niggas
I'm like,
gonna get mad. Niggas gonna get mad, but it's like fuck all that. Like, but the same token, I would probably do that if I had more bread.
Right, and don't get me wrong. There's situations where I have not given bread, but can obviously, because due to my situation, I'm working on X, Y, and Z.
And
so I
I
know I
can't
need
afford
to,
that.
right, so I need to save because I can't because of this.
Right.
But if I do have extra bread, and it's like, okay, I'm feeling good today. Today's been, just, I feel generous. Okay, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, makes a difference sometimes. But, But back to what you were saying, those are the same individuals that don't fucking do those types of things. So
Right though. No, and if you don't, that's fine.
that's fine, right?
It's
Your
no
prerogative.
because there's no right way or wrong way to do this shit.
Right.
And at the same token, the same shit I just said, everybody got the same 24. So them same people that's out there asking, they had a chance to do some shit that they didn't do right or something,
Right.
and that's what led to where they living at now. So it's still the same concept. Cause them niggas look at you like you a fucked up motherfucker. You didn't give me nothing. Bitch, all you gave me was $2. What? Yeah, you done heard that too.
I know I'm gonna see you back out here. Roger
Right. Right.
that. Because I come through this bitch quite often, and I
Right.
see you out here and fucking
Turn the music up on that
Yeah,
nigga.
They even try to get innovative and flip the sign, and I'll be like,
I'm not even gonna turn my head,
Right.
nigga.
No, I'll look a nigga in his face. What's up?
this one time I gave this lady a 5 and a joint, and it was like a half joint, and fucking I was like, here you go. I was like, some sleep medicine with it, and she just looked at me and she was like, she just threw it down, and I was just like, oh, like, okay. Rolled the window. I was just like, okay, well, next time I ain't giving you shit next time. Like, okay. I'm not saying you had to smoke it, okay? But I know that you probably know somebody that wouldn't mind a little piece of a
fuck
joint.
that. If you didn't want it, you could just say, nah, I don't smoke. You can
Right,
keep it.
right. But she just threw it down, and I was just like, well, damn,
Right,
like you could have gave it to somebody
see,
that you
I
know.
don't give a fuck about that. I deserve some more money.
Right.
That's what I'm saying,
Right.
man. This shit it's
It was
never
just
stopped.
like, oh. And I've seen her multiple times since then, and I just, nope, you don't get shit from me.
It never stops.
Like,
These niggas
okay,
never
never
get
mind.
it. It's never gonna stop. It's never gonna be nothing except what it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. That shit don't. I can't entertain it from no level because I can tell you about it from all sides. I done seen it from the lowest of the low to the highest of the high. That shit is just a whole stupid concept. That's what I meant by I don't
I dig it.
entertain. Like it is not worth the entertainment because niggas, everybody got the same 24. I don't give a fuck like even if you came up straight up off the floor, like if you came up outside, you didn't have parents, you was in foster care, whatever. Everybody don't get the same start. No. Everybody ain't got the same advantages. No. Everybody ain't got the same opportunities. No. But the reality is that everybody got life, and everybody got what they got, and you can make what you got from there. Like, this nigga J.K. Rowling was sleeping in her car. Tyler Perry was fucking homeless. Now he worth $1 billion.
Tiffany Haddish, same thing.
You see what I'm saying? So when you start talking about homeless, and yeah, they'll go with that's the exception to the rule. That's the anomaly.
Right.
Yep, they skipped over so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about that's an anomaly? Shit. All right, it's go sleep in your car. All right, but there's motherfuckers out here that work at call centers, and they make a living. Everybody ain't gonna be rich. We know it. That's how economics work.
Right.
We know it. But 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna be rich because they ain't gonna do what it takes to be rich versus the opportunity of them actually being able to be rich. Right. And that ain't just because we all done it. We done all done it. Man, I remember when I was over there off the East Chase, bro, and I was fucking like, damn, bro. I just wish I made 30,000. I remember when I made 60,000, I couldn't tell you what I was spending on. I ain't saved a dime. I ain't packed up for a rainy day whatsoever.
Right.
Your choices. That's what I mean. Because at the same token, I could have been and still live like how I was before I made the 20. And then that's 40 in the bank.
Right.
Took that 40 and invested. Who knows? The fuck I look like saying eat the rich and I know goddamn well I ain't did what it took.
Correct.
With the money I had, I ain't that right. But I'm supposed to tell you about yours.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Me neither. We had a good clip right now. We had like 3 hours, so I think we could wrap it up. Damn. Yeah. Said like 196 straight. So
One taker.
That's a real 200 minutes.
Well, next episode, gentlemen.
320.
Next episode. It's going down.
Christmas sweater.
What? I don't know. I may or may not have it. Depends. I want to know.
Right?
I don't know.
You will?
Depends on what I'm doing.
No, you will.
We'll see.
All you have to do is go purchase. That's all you have to go do.
We'll see.
No, all you gotta do is go purchase.
We'll see. I gotta remember.
We haven't been talking about it
All year?
for at least a good 4 to
We're
6
making
weeks.
it traditional now. We're making it an official 3.
No.
Migos.
The Mikos? No, I'm on this Blanco.
Crazy. This supposed to be the 3rd Christmas one.
Yeah, that Migos Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco. Real Blanco.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
Real Blanco out here.
No.
I didn't throw you under the bus all the way.
Hater. Haterade.
You saw, I was surprised you pulled out another shot. I was like, them last 2, he was kind of, I was like, oh.
Oh.
Started slurring a
I
little
wonder
bit.
if it's a way. When we take the shots, ours do the blurry thing, and it's just stay there.
Let's do the shot. If we're not doing the shot or what? Y'all don't want to do your shot. I'm about to start counting on you niggas. drop. There you go.
That's gonna be funny.
Really? We really was.
That's what I'm saying. Here, let me pour it in.
So this is a 2-ounce shot.
Let me pour it in. That's a 2-ounce shot.
Oh, this
No,
is
that's
1.5.
Yeah, that's 1.5.
But we've been doing. Yeah, we was doing 2-ounce shots. Oh no, we doing 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yep. 1.5. So then, damn, yeah. Nigga was over mixing them bitches to the strength. You understand? No wonder that bitch was so strong. Nigga had that 151.
I ain't gonna lie, I fucking fell asleep like a hoe that night, boy. Did I? When I finally was asleep.
151. It'll do you. It'll do you in, do you bad.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's what I thought it'd be 200 minutes. On the head. Another one. And in summation, you know, we need to appreciate our people more. Fuck all that whatever you done for me lately. Free Juicy, man.
Thank you for the new
And
subscribers
for the
also.
Love
Oh,
of
yeah.
God. Stop all that motherfucking pocket watching. Cause that shit ain't gonna do nothing but get your feelings hurt every time. And that's all motherfuckers be doing.
Yeah. Boy, niggas was hating on that nigga YK Osiris because he was taking pictures on that nigga Drake plane, and I'm like, this nigga got access to Drake plane,
Exactly, his house and everything, like.
bro. They made a video together and everything, like
You
where
in
he
the
was
trouble
like, I
zone.
need you to sing this song.
Right, right. You need to clear this $60,000 debt. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and put this out there. And if you out here having access to something like that, then that tells you a lot. Like,
Prime
Come on
example,
now.
You never seen a private jet. You don't even know where to book one is. But you get
Correct.
to tell this nigga about what he should and shouldn't be doing while on the private jet.
when I looked
'Cause-
the shits up though.
Yeah.
did
Nigga, if I could sit on the little shit.
Oh
that-
yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Oh yeah. A private jet flight, that's 10, 20K easy.
I was like,
Easy. Like if you booking the whole thing, I know a little website where you can get them on the back end. Like so, there's shit where
yeah.
you can book flights like on
Yeah.
I got
I was like-
yeah, it's where I know a site you could get them for relatively cheap. What I mean, like it's a private jet.
15-2K.
Yeah,
I
but
was
yeah, I
like,
was gonna say
what?
even them gonna be about 2,000. But like so a
Right.
regular private flight that might be depending on the plane you flying on might be 80,000 for the flight.
Right.
But like they got it where like let's say they're plane fly here, they got to fly back to Dallas. They flew to Nevada. You might be in Nevada. You could book it to where be a $600-$700 flight per person for people.
The private jet
2400.
pool.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
And then
Like the Uber pool.
Yes.
Because you getting it on the way back. It's
Right.
already fuel and everything.
Right.
So you
That's
just
what-
paying for like the board price. So it's like $2,400
Right.
for like 4 people. Like I said, that's $600.
I was
But you
like,
look at it
what?
like
I didn't
then you
know
look
I
at it
was-
like
okay.
but you look at that and then that's a cool price because it's like you know we done spent $600 on flights and they've been you know American or some shit.
Well, I was just saying, like, when it comes to like convenience and like speed wise, meaning like you know, like how long you have to wait and all that other shit. If you were to do something like that, like to you know make a big event,
Yeah.
you know, like if you were celebrating whatever the situation
No,
may
it's
be, that wouldn't be
definitely.
a
That's
bad
what I'm
idea.
saying. It's
to do
definitely
something
worth
like
it
that.
because you walking right in and they ain't got no baggage checks and all
Right,
that dumb
right.
ass shit.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
fly where you fly.
straight on this
yeah.
bitch, and then
Fly straight out, right? So you're for like
From Arlington
Right.
to Vegas.
right,
right,
an hour.
right.
Might be an hour.
And we talking what like out of you could do.
Because they got them hangers over
Yeah.
there and shit.
I was just about to say over there off of Collins.
Right. You know what I'm
They
saying?
be flying
so,
that weird shit.
No, but
over
then
there
you look,
sometimes, too.
and then somebody on the back end gonna be, they'll act like they doing something. They ain't even really booking. They booking them group pool. They spend $2,400 for that.
I don't care.
So, nigga,
just
I'm on the
trying to
play.
do
I'm just
something
playing.
different.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying to see what this is like.
You hating. You a
ain't never did
hater.
that shit.
Right. And
You a
even
hater.
if you did, I don't care.
Yeah.
The point is I haven't done it, and I would want to see and
even
experience
if
that.
and even if you hadn't done it, you had done it. Who gives a fuck? Like you a hater, Jack. Ain't no way around it. Like
in my realm of reality, that seems like
you
an
still.
achievement.
That's why I
because
say.
I've
That's
never
why I
done
said
that.
I could tell you about it full circle.
It's
'cause
definitely
then
on the bucket list.
You pocket watching. You pocket watching from the other side now. So now, I didn't spend enough.
Right,
on my
right,
For you to
right,
feel like, oh, I'm balling.
right.
And it's like, okay, I wasn't saying I was balling like that. I was showing you I'm on a private jet right now. Like, this is cool. Like,
Right,
it's
right.
just me and my 3 other friends. And
Right.
we finna fly to where we going.
Right.
And we ain't even. And
Correct.
it might be cool to me that I did this and I ain't spend what he spent.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I got it at a discount
Point.
in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And not even, I'm not stunting on them neither. I'm just saying, yeah, I ain't spend that, you know, but I got it on the plane and I like it, you know.
Right.
Or whatever, but every nigga wanna. That shit ain't it.
There's a like it never ends.
It
It's
never
good
ends.
enough.
It's never.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
never gonna be.
It's like
From that's what I'm saying. From either side, you can't.
Mhm.
You can't do a little. You can't do a lot. It's
Yep.
it's just too much. It's,
Yep.
Like if niggas like
there's
basically.
no happy place.
If you're not doing exactly what a nigga doing, then they got a problem with you ain't doing enough or you like
And
man.
they was hating on that nigga like he hit the little bow wow.
Bro, even if he don't,
Right.
they were talking
Right.
like, you know, this nigga broke. It's like this nigga owe Drake 60,000. All right, but he owe nigga 60.
I think that was a troll.
Yeah, that was a troll. You know, like it was definitely a
I
troll.
just threw it out there.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that popped up in this.
Yeah, it was just a troll.
Come
It was on some
Oh,
bullshit.
you just had little baby really do it yesterday, but
Yeah.
now
Come on
you with Drake and
Yeah, like you know,
He like,
but
hey,
even
bro.
it and
Right.
that, I'm sorry,
perform this like you never did it before.
Right.
it was
The
5,000.
real shit.
Right.
Really.
It's not. It's never that deep. It's like niggas, but niggas love it. Like I didn't even watch that video just being real, just cause I already knew what it was about. And on the other side, it wasn't even.
I
that.
watched
Yeah.
all just to try to keep up with what's going
No,
on.
I'm saying
with
like
some
I
of the
seen
stuff
it.
that
No,
don't
I knew.
follow, so
I
then
knew
it's
about
like,
it. See,
oh.
I could talk about it, but I ain't have to watch it because like I don't really. I wasn't gonna get nothing out of it, and then it wasn't gonna
The
entertain.
motherfucking place looks fucking nice as fuck though.
Yeah, you know, but that's the part I'm
Because
talking
I
about.
was always when I look at different shit like that, when they be like they're at so and so's location, I look at the background.
That's the
I want
part.
to know what I want to know
That bitch
their-
was white as fuck.
Yeah, I was like,
You know what I'm doing when I'm looking.
damn.
You wanna know what I'm
like,
doing
I'm
when
looking
I'm.
in the kitchen trying like.
You know what I'm doing when
what
I'm
he
looking
got
at the background
there?
hater? I'm looking for inspiration. I'm looking for man,
I'm like,
I
man,
might
yeah,
want that
right,
in
right,
my
right.
house,
That's what I'm
but-
saying. I follow a couple of pages where it's just like straight luxury houses, right? And they post different shit, different states or whatever. And I go through and I'll be looking at them. I'll be like, man, just you know what I'm saying. Just imagine. My thing is if you've never seen something like that, how can you imagine something that you've never seen sometimes? Meaning, like, if you haven't seen, like, a point of reference and then kind of build off that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have this that's similar to what I thought, but it's not the exact, but I want to kind of tweak and peak. So, in that same instance, I look at those and it's like, okay, let me take this, and you know what I'm saying, and to keep that in mind, I want to see what it feels like and be in some of those situations of stuff that I don't fully have access to.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the private jet.
Right.
If people do this every day, let me know what that feels like.
Bro, it was a dude that I started following on Twitter like fucking in like 2011. He sell cribs in Dallas.
Right.
His name Ben.
Ben Weisman.
Yeah.
I follow him.
So, nigga, like a couple years ago, like he started coming up. And then I was like, damn, they got cribs like that in Dallas? Like, nigga, these hoes like
I've found
the Cali style shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
in Dallas,
yes,
like
yes.
with the flat top and
Yes.
the fucking
He
square.
was right. You better believe some niggas hating on him, and this nigga literally went to school and started selling and started being in the right place. And that's the shit I be talking about, where it's like this nigga probably, had to do some shit he probably didn't even want to do, like where he might have had to go to some real estate meeting with these other people. So he had to
Seminar,
buy
some shit.
No, what? Not even just that. I'm just saying where, like, where he got to go buy a suit he really can't afford.
Oh,
But
right, okay.
he got to wear this suit.
Due to the dress code, yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Well, not just the dress code, just because.
You gotta look presentable
Yeah,
so
you
you
gotta
can
look
get
a
your
certain
shit
way.
off.
Like
If you
think about
selling
it.
a
It's
certain
still a
type
fucking
of
dress
crib.
code. You know damn well when you show up
Right.
somewhere and you know you ain't presentable, it's like, oh, I'm
Well, not
underdressed.
well.
like
I'm
a
not saying
motherfucker.
presentable.
That's
I'm
all
saying
I'm
like
saying.
I'm saying like it's similar to as an attorney, right? Like, I don't want to see my attorney pull up in a Volvo. I want to see my attorney pull up in a Benz.
We talked about it earlier. That appearance that's being portrayed.
Right.
I want to come
I wanna
off
see,
as
like,
this.
But you gotta see that in the office.
Yeah,
though.
nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga pulling
If
up.
you're in the office, when you get an attorney, when you go to their office, like you gotta feel that.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? Like,
So,
y'all not really handling business.
Y'all have had a ticket before, right?
My attorney pull up in a
and
Ford
then when
Escape.
you get a ticket, they start sending you shit in the mail, fucking, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell by what they send in the mail, it's like, oh, they got money because this bitch is like
Right,
super
pamphlet,
big.
right.
That both sides, it's colored. That
Right.
bitch is super.
Look,
You know what?
It's a different type of paper.
Yeah, that too. And texture is like extra smooth. It's like
Then you get the one where it's like one paper and you like.
it's folded and it's like you can tell somebody just was like
Type that hoe up, printed it, licked the envelope.
right,
It's like,
right. And
They
it's like,
switched it. They got a template. They just switched
Right.
the names out and
Right.
the information.
right.
Right.
So then it's like, well, you done spent this money on this shit that's automatically gonna go out anytime somebody fucking gets a ticket. I think I might go with you because I know that you might be about
had
your
a
shit.
late- yeah,
Obviously,
that's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
spending that type of money because of what kind of cases that you are winning.
Right. And that's what I'm saying with the dude Ben, you know, he might have had to do that a couple times where it's like, damn, shit got tight for him on his other side.
Right.
Well, I had to struggle, but then that's what put me in a position to where when I was in that meeting and I had on this type of suit, he's like, oh, that's a, and then they called you like, yeah, Ben. Oh, yeah, Ben from the gala.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man, how you been? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I was just wondering if you had a little time to check out, I wanted to see, oh, yeah, come on down. We're going to be at the,
So
and you made it.
So
And that changed your life type of shit.
from a spiritual thing from that point of view, it coincides with situations like when they say dress how you dress the part, right? So when it comes to certain situations of trying to manifest certain things, you have to kind of fake it to make it, right? And not to that full aspect, but like what you were saying, if you don't have that money, but you know that you know what I'm saying, you invested that little money for that to pay off. And you now, that became reality. That's that transition where it was like, are you going to make this choice? Are you going to fucking really do this? And when you did it, it was like, okay, well, now there's no point. You can't go back because that's what this reality is now. You know what I'm saying? So that's where some people take that analogy of fake it to make it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? When it comes Ferrari kids, you know what I'm saying? Fucking take that monkey shit off. You know what I'm saying? But people still do it when it comes to what really comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I mean, I'll leave it alone, but I mean, even with that,
That's just from that perspective.
yeah, I mean, I never look at it like that. I like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you know, I love Pimp, and you know, that was some true shit. He always saying, but I'm saying for me personally, you know, I look at it, I laugh, like, you know, I laugh at it, but I don't look into it too deeply. Like, I don't care. I just don't care. Like, if nigga do got the Ferrari kit, like the only time I care like I see a nigga that put, you know, the Hellcat badges on a SXT, and it's like, nigga, you ain't running, but I care about speed. See what I'm saying? I care about muscle. So it's like, okay, I'm looking at it like, okay, your car ain't really pushing what it's saying, but I don't care that you faking. Like, that's your life. Like, I don't.
No.
what I mean? Like,
I agree. But that's what I'm saying. There's certain levels that people have to portray to get certain leverage, right? You have to portray certain that you have this. Now, you, in reality, be thinking like, damn, I'm about to lose everything on this hoe. But guess what? They're giving me a chance. So I'm going to go ahead and bet that last fucking $100 that I got, and I'm going to fucking do it. And guess what? It came out on top. They don't know that I was about to fucking lose it. That's all I'm saying. It's those situations where it's like, okay, well, how far are you going to push it to where you either get exposed, Jesse Smollett, wrap up with it, you know what I'm saying?
it was a risk, right? I could either come out on top on this bitch and capitalize for the rest of my life and play this fucking role of what I did. But it didn't. He crapped out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit. There's other situations where it pans out a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is when it comes to certain things, it's about if you're not cultured or aware of how certain people live, you need to educate yourself on that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Even if it's like certain things of just you know, you want a high rise downtown. Okay, well you ain't really been downtown. Go walk around downtown. Figure out like what that's about. Like that's gonna be your everyday living, right? So check it out. See how that, you know, operates. Not saying like, you know, that's the shit, but I'm just saying get familiar with what you want. Because if you have a clear understanding of what you want, then you really can't go wrong one way or another. Unless that's just not meant for you, then something else will come up. But
Nah, that's true. Shit. Pull Up Podcast, episode 62. I am the Rick Code. Follow me on all platforms at Rick Code, RICKCODE.
It's your boy Dubz 817. We'll put it right there.
Might be right there.
smash your Chad, you already know.
Just point at places. But like, subscribe, share,
Right
and
here.
most
I
importantly,
can't wait, man. This thing's coming up. I hope y'all ready.
always make sure you
Pull up, bitch.